Hello friends, happy Saturday one and all. Hope everyone is doing well. What's up Snan, Bayed, Tasha, Elementian, Alnick, Hyperwhale? Hell yeah. Hope you are all doing well today. It is the new ranked season. Season 30 has just begun. As you'll see here, yep, I have not played yet. This is just me entering it for the first time. And I have a couple of ideas of decks I want to play today. The first of which is actually going to be HORUS Naturia. But notably, this is going to be a post-ban list build. So, we got a replay from Toadette. We can start off with that. But, yeah, this is a post-ban list build, so no Calamity. We are instead playing Blazar, which actually should have just been in the deck in the first place, actually alongside Calamity. Because we have enough materials to make this turn 1. Oh shit! Got a sub, let's see if it shows who that's from. This always happens, like, I don't know if it's from certain, like, people, or if it's, like, because it's early in the stream, but, yeah, happy Pride Month, thank you, Ski. I feel like we always get a sub at the beginning, and then it just doesn't show me who it is, so thank you to whoever that was. I'm sorry that Twitch has just elected to not tell me who you are, but it was bad. Okay, yeah, cool. I don't know why you can see that, but I can't. According to the hype tree, yeah, I saw the hype tree notification go by, but it's not in my activity feed, which is weird. I don't even have any filters on it. Anyway, but thank you very much, Bayed. I really appreciate that sub there. Super duper appreciated. What was I saying? Oh yeah, well, I was going to talk about HORUS Naturia, but also, yes, it is also Pride Month. So happy Pride Month, one and all. But yeah, I pulled for Red Supernova. I actually got pretty insane pulls. I opened one tin pack and got 6 URs. And none of them were really things that I needed. So I just dismantled those for the Blazar and the Red Supernova. I've only summoned this once. I haven't actually gotten to use the effect yet. But I will say that HORUS Naturia is not any weaker for not having Blazar. Like, I know some people out there might be thinking, like, oh, Blazar is banned. This is just Blazar Turbo. Or not Blazar, Calamity. Some people were like, oh, this deck is just Calamity Turbo, so this deck doesn't do anything without Calamity. No. This deck is, like, exactly as good as it was before, for sure. And then I don't have it built yet, but the other deck I kind of want to try is Mathmech. The main reason I want to try Mathmech is because, well, y'all saw how quickly we laddered last time we played it, so. But before we do either of those, let me find, here's Toad, and we're going to watch the third from the top. 1, 2, 3, beep, play. Of course, Mathmech. Listen, we did Mathmech at the start of the last season, and I'm not exaggerating that people we'd reveal Circular in some fashion, and everyone would just concede right afterward. It was very easy. Ooh, hell yeah, Salmon Great. This is actually in consideration for today as well. I really, really want to play Salmon Great soon because this deck is really good and fun. Looks like we're up against Dinos. Opponent's going to Miscellaneousaurus. I think it's funny that everyone calls this card Misk when that's not how you pronounce the C in Miscellaneous, but that's just me being nitpicky. We're going to Ash the Misk, of course. Opponent's got the Bejeweled Crocodile. I never remember this card's name. That I always think is a reptile because it's a crocodile. Although, to be fair, crocodiles are pretty much dinosaurs. Anyway, we have the Max C for the baby, which is inevitably going to get popped. And we are still sitting on a Veiler here. While, of course, we cannot use the Veiler against dinosaur effects, we could potentially use it against another inboard piece. But they're not going to play under the C. They're just stopping right there. Got the draw phase circle for the Spinny because we already have Gazelle and Lady Debug as a phenomenal top deck. Normal Summon Debug adding Code of Soul. Very, very good card. And just honestly the reason why Lady Debug is good in Mathmech again, really. Well, I don't know. The card's always been fine, but there's never been too much of a reason to run it. Like, I mean, that's not even necessarily true. It's why you play Lady Debugs and not just 3 Saladifier, basically. Like, I mean, yeah, there's also Cyber Wicked, but I think that just being able to search Code of Soul is, like, the main reason to want to play Lady Debug. Speaking of Wicked, we will go ahead and be adding the Weasel, as well as sending the Roar off of the Gazelle. So this is looking like it's going to be a full turn 1 combo. Really Pyro Phoenixes here in the extra, so we can go for that board wipe. Princess, of course, for the Ash Blossom. Going to make our first Raging Phoenix and then cycle into the second one. Oh, but first we gotta put the Weasel on the field and do all that fun stuff. Or not the Weasel on the field, but the Balinx on the opponent's field. Or whatever sound on Great Monster. It doesn't have to be Balinx, but you know what I mean. So, oh yeah, also it's not turn 1. This is not just a turn 1 combo line. Right, we have the ability to attack. I totally just remembered that. Alright, so making, of course, our other Raging Phoenix F. And Roar F as well. Ooh, we have a Royal Roar. That's very pretty. Ooh, that looks good. I want a Royal one now. Alright, battling with the Phoenix, battling with the Princess. I think I did misplay because my Pyro is supposed to be relinked. The Pyro Phoenix. No, I don't think it's a misplay because you still have the Code of Soul. You have 2 relinks. That's another reason that Code of Soul is so good. You get a relink for the field spell, and you also... Oh, but we didn't activate Code of Soul's effect earlier, I see. Yeah, so earlier we could have activated the effect of Mystical Space Typhoon. Whoa! I wasn't expecting that from the opponent. No, we could have activated the effect of Code of Soul and then done a second Pyro Phoenix. MST. Wow. That's, whew, got a Royal Poplar crafting for post-ban list. Oh, hell yeah, that's awesome. I really wanted to craft a Royal Blazar, but I've crafted enough Royals lately. See, that's the thing, now that I've crafted so many Royals lately, well, relatively speaking, like, now I'm just, like, expecting it to happen, right? Okay, so they're gonna Overraptor, send a Pank. Overraptor, pop the Armanord, bring back Baby Sarah, Link 4. Sprite Elf, okay. Are they normaled yet? They have not, okay. Sprite Elf for one of the babies, the Pteranodon. Playset of Royal Ponix. I would not mind that. I will definitely be giving the Fire King a try. Oh, here we go. Now we get extra link. So yeah, no, we're fine. Okay. Wait, does Pank come back? Hang on. Does Pank have an ability that revives itself? Or is that another card? Oh no, it was the Petite Pteranodon. Right, of course. Alright. Thank you, Toad, for that submission. Looks like we got another one from Blizzard. Let's see here. I don't remember if I've added you yet or not already, so let's do it this way. Mr. K. And looks like we got a game here. Unsure if I wanted to craft it, so it was like the universe saying it's okay, we'll give you back the dust. No, I think that 3 Poplar was correct. Ooh, we're on tier limit, okay. I think 3 Poplar was correct even before the latest hits in my testing. And it's definitely correct now, for sure. Okay, so they're going to Ash the Pearl Rhino. That's actually a good Ash target. I don't know about this follow-up Maxi. That was a very not necessary Maxi. Not even just because, like, I know what's in our hand, but given that you just Ash Pearl Rhino, isn't the reason that... I was actually just about to say that Pearl Rhino is a good Ash target because you can hedge on the Ash, right? Because Ash Blossom normally doesn't stop tier limit a lot of the time, but there are hands like this where Ash on Pearl Rhino as the first action could do it. But I have no clue why they just shotgunned the Maxi, like, immediately afterward. And again, I'm not even speaking as somebody who, like, can see our hand and knows what's in it. Like, Tier Limit is a deck that will telegraph, I think, every single one of its special summons. There's no, like, unless they're on the Horus package, right? But even then, they'll telegraph it by activating King's Sarcophagus. So, my point being, there was literally no reason to shotgun Maxi. Our opponent just kind of threw it away for nothing there. We're going to pass with Keldo Heartbeat, which is actually not bad, like, as disruption. It looks like, and I mean, it is a kind of weak end board, of course, but, like, all things considered, this this inboard does have quite a few interactions here. Alright, Gold Sarking for the Tragedy for the Quem, normal Alober to add Brand Diffusion. Ugh, okay, so looks like we are gonna be up against... Oh, Sanctifier, that's not what I was expecting. Okay. Alright, Bestial Lubellion coming down. I thought they were gonna go for an Albion, but we'll definitely take this. Also, not very often you see a non-60 card infect. I believe this is actually a 40 card branded deck. Okay, so we got Magnum Hut Regained, Heartbeat on the Regained. Yep, makes sense. We can Hellshit all Hollow and start milling to we mill 3 here, because there's 3 different attributes, right? Yeah, Darklight Earth. Ooh, there's Scream. We milled Rhinoheart in there, but of course, even though we did eventually add Scream, because we didn't have a tier card in hand on activation, you know, we're not able to use the effect, but... Alright, so Destrudo Celiac, we're gonna have to have a pretty decent top deck here. Rev Synchron. Okay, so actually... Wait. Okay, good, yeah, I was gonna say, they're gonna put it to their field, right? And yet still, I don't know, huh, that was interesting. Why Sanctifier at all there? Okay, so now we can Ancient Fairy Dragon. Sync for the Baron de Fleur. Baron, oh, Baron pop our own Rhino. Yeah, I don't know why. I kind of don't know why they summoned Sanctifier in the first place, but especially why they shotgunned it so early. But yeah, now we can pop our own Rhino Heart with the Baron, activating its effect, pitching the Soliac, proccing both the Rhino and the Soliac effects. Oh, this is going well. This is good, this is good. Alright, we get the Shiren off the Search, and then Rhino Heart's going to send the Havnus. Havnus F to fuse with the Shiren in hand for the Kit Kalos. Lucky Dragon Infinite Wealth, not familiar with it personally. Okay, Field Soul to pop Magnum Hut, milling the Tier Cache, Sheer Cache F mills Griefin and the Rev Synchron, bringing back the Tier Cache, of course, going to mill another 8 here. Mill in 10, add it again, let's do it. Alright, mill the top 3, there's a Trivikarma, mill the top 5, not really much in there. I saw Rhoda, Super Poly, Maxi, some other stuff. Yeah, Foolish Goods and Mare. Rev Synchron coming back by its effect. Oh, milling Shadal Beast and Snow, there we go, that was a good one. We don't quite have lethal. Let's bring back Snow. Ah, and then going for the IP Masquerena. That way we can have an... do we have SP in our extra or something? Yep, there it is. Oh, cycling back for the Kiklos is really, really good here. Because it'll proc both the Kit and the Scream, and now we can later potentially proc the Mill 5 again, too. Oh no, we're just fusing right now. Also very, very good, because we milled the Havnus, now we can make the Roll Kalos. Have even more disruption. Oh yeah, we did know about the Quem. Okay, here's our little knight. Let's see what Quem mills. Quem mills Retribution to try to get back the Branded Fusion. But then, yeah, we can just banish the Sanctifier. Oh, is Branded Fusion not in the graveyard? Surely it is, isn't it? Well, either way, they just conceded right there, so... Alright. GG's, Mr. K, aka C Blizzard 44. Thank you for the replay. Hell yeah. Alright. Do I want to start with Horus Naturia, or do I want to start with Mathmech? Oh, it got shuffled off of Keldo. Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense. Got it. I kind of want to just dive into some games. Let's play a little Horus Naturia. I wonder how many people will, like, snap concede to us thinking they're going to get Calamity locked, when in fact, we are not playing Calamity. We'll find out. I still don't know how I feel about being at 42, though, for Gamma. Just because, I don't know. I'm a little worried there might be some dead hands. This is not one of them, though. This hand is very good. Right, I'm going to lead with... Yeah, I'll lead with walls here. I might actually put Max C back into my deck. That sounds really weird, but I think it's actually correct here. Mostly because they got pass priority kind of early. It's kind of making me think they have a Max C, but even if not, like, I'm just going to... Otherwise, I'd pitch or put back the Kibesnif, but I'm going to put Max C back in the deck. Fuck it. Alright, yeah, we're gonna pitch these two. King Sark, drop, and there we go! I knew that was gonna happen! I knew it, I knew it. It's so good, because the best part is, like I said, I'm not even actually on the Calamity. Opponent literally outed themselves for me? Hell yeah. Excuse me. They do that sometimes. So this person closed the app because they didn't want to go second. They're probably at Diamond 5 with no losses yet, and so there's no consequence for them to... This actually... So if you've heard me talk about the coin flip glitch back in the day, this is what it used to look like, except that would happen a lot more often because you used to not get a loss for that. Again, I think the person did it there because they're already at Diamond 5 and at the bottom of Diamond 5, like with, 4 wins left to go, so it doesn't matter to them. What's up, Examine? Batman has a mech. He has a couple of different... I've seen him in a couple of different mech suits. Like, the first one I think of is on Crisis on 2 Earths, when he's in the Watchtower, and he's got that suit on that they're using at the beginning of the movie to like, build the Watchtower. There's also... I actually just watched a couple more Batman movies last night. I watched Batman versus Robin. That's the one where he was in the mech suit in the Batcave. That was a good movie. I enjoyed that a lot more than I thought I was going to. I saw the title Batman versus Robin, and I was like, this sounds stupid as hell, but it was a very, very good movie, actually. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. They're setting themselves right up for Nibtown. They actually set themselves up perfectly to get nibbed. Yep. No, new ban list is not in effect, but I'm still just playing post-ban list decks. Because, I don't know, for me, like, okay, I get it for, like, laddering now that we're in a new season, like, why people would be on, pre-ban list decks, but my only real goal in any given season is to get to Master, and, like, we're gonna get there eventually, so my thought process is, like, why not just do post-ban list testing? It's not really based on any movie. 8-inch tall mechs. There's like 20 Marvel ones, 4 Star Wars ones is the first. Oh, I see. Alright, so given that we have Ash Blossom as our only form of interruption here... Oh, hang on. I don't think this is pure snakes. I was gonna say I'll wait for the second to Snake Eye Ash effect. They're testing. That was them testing to see if I had Ash Blossom. I almost guarantee you that's what that was. Okay, now though I think it's Rescue Ace, and if that's the case, I am much more willing to Ash Blossom this. Especially given that now I know one of their 3 remaining cards is Diabel. That makes it so much less likely for one of the other two cards to be placed. They still could be. But it is less likely now. Or I guess 3, because they get to draw as well. No! Ah, alright. That sucks, but it's fine. Wonder how well we'll be able to play into a Snake Eye board. I guess we'll find out. We do have the Horus, the Black Flame Deity. And this procs if our cards leave the field, like, at all. I had a game, so I was testing this in Master 1 a little bit yesterday, and I had a game where, like, I broke a Snake Eye board by having this card in hand when they SP Little Knighted me on my turn, going second. It's actually kind of wild, so I'm kind of hoping the same thing happens here again, too. Wait, what's going on? What did they add off of Poplar? They didn't add anything off of Poplar. Is it... Oh, it must be Rescue a Snake Eye that's not on Temple for some reason? Oh, no, they opened Temple. Huh? Okay. Their line doesn't make any sense. They could have, yeah, they could have done the whole, like, chain blocking Flamberge, putting it in the spell trap by the time you get to summon number 5. They could have done all that here. I mean, they're going to end on a full board, probably. But, I mean, they can end on a full board. I just don't know if they'll do it or not. This did in kind of a weird way. That's not horrible, though. I think they would have had more materials the other way. Yeah, they definitely would have, right? Because you Temple, place Oak. Well, okay, so if they already had Temple in hand, then you would want to go... They led... Okay, yeah, lead with normal Ash, add Poplar, special Poplar. Don't add because you already have Temple in hand. Then you activate Temple, place Oak, Ash F, sack it, and Oak for Flamberge. Link Flamberge and Poplar. Chain link 1 Flamberge, chain link 2... Or for IP, that is. Chain link 1 Flamberge, chain link 2 Poplar. And then you go... Oh, that doesn't put Hita in the extra zone to steal my monster. But I don't think you need to do that. Because, yeah, no, you would end on the same thing they're doing now. Yeah, with the princess and the 2 extra bodies. Yeah. Do you think Konami should add end of season rewards? I mean... No, you kind of already get the rewards as you rank up, and I like that more than having to wait until the end of the season to get all of your gems, right? Like, I don't mind getting, like, however many 200 gems at a time per rank when you hit the rank, as opposed to, like, waiting until the end of the season and then getting, like, 1,500 gems or whatever. If you mean in addition to rank up awards, then yeah, that'd be cool, but I doubt they would do that. That was nice in Runeterra. It gave you another reason to look forward to the day 1 of the new season, because you'd have this big chest full of items to open. Although I forget, did you also get stuff for ranking up in Runeterra? I wouldn't mind if they split it a little bit, right? Like, what if they gave us like 50 gems per rank up award, and then also at the end of the season you get like a big chest full of stuff, like some gems, some craft materials, some legacy pack tickets, because why not? Maybe a new icon or something. That would be fun. I would like that. I think that would be a good way to do it. I think that would be the optimal way to do it. So to answer your question, yes. I talked myself into it. I do think it would be a very good idea. Wait. I just realized they have IP out, but no... Where's your Flamberge? Where's your Flamberge? Oh no. What'd they do? What'd they do when I wasn't paying attention? Whatever. Okay, anyway. I would like to access the gems I missed for never being below Diamond 5. That'd be nice. That wouldn't be too bad. Let the Snake Eye player cook. I cooked for them. I described a better line they could have done. Cross out for ED monsters. I've had that thought too, but I don't know how often I would actually play it. It's like if it were a whole other. Well, okay, no, the thought that I usually have is like, God, cross out would be so broken if it could hit ED monsters too. But if you're talking making a whole separate card for like a cross out for extra deck monsters, I actually wonder how much that card would see play. That's interesting. In this meta, it would actually see a ton of play because of how generic the Snake Eye extra deck is, right? I think it would be very format dependent, but I think that in this meta, it would see a lot of play. Well, definitely now that this card is out, it would see more play too. Oh, Winter Cherries, it does exist, you're right. Winter Cherries, oh yeah, but crossout would also require you to have the card in your extra deck. Okay, so yeah, there is a crossout for extra decks. It's Ghost Cheaper and Winter Cherries. I always forget that card exists, and it doesn't really see any play, so I guess that answers our question. All other monsters on the field, yeah. So this is like what I was talking about before. This is why Horus the Black Flame Deity is good, because if you get Little Knighted, you can just special it, and then you send it in the same chain link. Okay, Birch can be used on my turn. So, like, they could summon a Flame Birch from deck, but, like, whatever, that's fine. Surprised you've been on Black Deity. It's better than it looks. I think it's better than it looks, honestly. I would only play Black Deity in a Horus deck where I'm also playing 3 of the field spell, though. And even then, I don't necessarily think you do it every single time. But this deck, you have the room, and so I think it's fine. Is that another original sin? That is the first original sin. Did they draw it? Oh god, please. Oh, if they send the trap card, it can't be used this turn anyway, so that's fine. It's Subversion. That's fine. Oh, they added it with Poplar last turn, I see. That makes sense. Okay, now Flamberge will go off. Ugh. Okay. Oh, and Raging Phoenix. I do play Zeus. We know the face down card is Subversion. Holy shit, it's actually time for Zeus. I don't think I've ever summoned Zeus in this deck, but I think this is definitely the time to do it. How much good is that going to do us, though? Like, the Zeus... Actually, hang on. Do any of these rank gates take... Yes! Okay, Zombie Vamp can be made with more than one level 8. Alright, cool. So that means we can Zombie Vamp using 3 8s, battle with it, then stick Zeus on that, board wipe this, and then still have a board wipe for next turn. Alright, and then summon... Thank God this can be made using multiple, or like more than 2 8s. Yep, and then I'll do Poplar's F. Now I can eat whatever card they put here too, even if it's Flamberge. It's already used, it's summoned to level 1 fires, so it doesn't matter if I board wipe it. Alright, main phase the second. Definitely these two. All right, we have one Zeus board wipe and a dream, folks. We have a Zeus board wipe and a dream. I'm really glad I had this in the extra, actually. Again, this is the first time I've ever summoned a Zeus in this deck. Like, pre or post ban list, but... Alright. They're gonna force it. Well, that sucks. Because, yeah, now they just set the subversion. I have to Zeus now. Then I normal summon Snake Eye Ash. However, our opponent failed to set up a proper turn 1 board. So, I think even though we have to Zeus when they set... Okay, never mind. Oh, do they have Subversion in hand? Well, then I just chain Zeus to the Subversion they activate. Oh, it is in the graveyard. Yeah, because we put it there. I thought they didn't... No, they didn't put it back. Yeah, because Original Sin puts back a level 1 fire, not a sinful card. Wanted puts back a sinful card. Got it. Okay. Okay, so here they're summoning Jet Synchron. They're probably about to summon Borreload, but I can just chain the Zeus to the summon of Borreload, which is what I'm going to have to do. Yep. Okay, so now it makes sense why they set Wanted. Got it. Okay. So we're still kind of in the same boat where, like, they were able to bait the Zeus before the Ash came down. But as I was about to say, I'm gonna give them a knowledge check, and I'm gonna make them kill me. I'm not gonna surrender here. Oh well, I mean that'll make things a lot easier, won't it? Wait, huh? You already have Ash in hand. Why did you? Okay. God, I hope they drew I hope they drew both their Poplars. Horus? What? Huh? Huh? I guess that makes... I guess they really wanted their Horus engine? I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore. That's why this deck is like 50 cards. I was just thinking like, wow, this really wasn't a Rescue Ace deck. And about to ask how this deck is so big, and it makes a lot of sense now. Was that another? No, wait. Summon, okay, they didn't activate Ash. I didn't think that they did. Okay. Okay, well now you just Flamber Jeff and swing in. No, surely you just go to end phase because you can't battle over 3k defense, right? Huh? Okay, well, oh, that was not what I was expecting. Why? I don't even think this is styling. I think this person's just overcooking. Why Birch? I don't understand what's happening, but if it means that I live through this turn, which is becoming increasingly more and more likely, I'm willing to let it happen. 4 Material Zealantis. 4 Matt Zealantis. That's wild. New Snake Eye player? Maybe. And Birch face down. Sure. Oh no, wait, that's not actually a problem. Isn't there? Didn't you definitely not want to put Birch face down because you wanted to pop it? Oh, and then their Phoenix comes back now and they just win anyway. Never punished, goddamn. Wait, is this game? How much attack does this have? 28 plus 9. 3, yeah, this is a game. I feel like our opponent won in spite of themselves here. Well, GG all the same, I suppose. We're actually pretty close to coming back. Clicking yellow buttons they are. Oh, I love this name. Jeanne d'Arc. We are going... You know, I wanted more going second game. Because, honestly, this is kind of one of those decks where... You're, like, so... What's what I'm looking for? Ooh, that's a good... This game's great, actually. Wow. You're at so much more of an advantage going first. Like, so much more. That, like... Going first with this deck just kind of feels like cheating. Like, if that makes... Like, it just kind of does. Even without Calamity, it just kind of does. Oh, it's Thunder Dragon. Look. Should I Ash this, or should I Gamma it? I should just Gamma it, right? Yeah, we should definitely just Gamma it. Gamma being useful! Gamma being useful! I mean, that's why you play Gamma, but I just have such a hard time getting use out of this card sometimes. Oh yeah, we didn't look at their list. I wanted to see their list. Off to R. I like this new trend that we've got going of like, after facing certain opponents, we talk about them going to r/Master Duel. I like this quite a bit. Horus Snake Eye. I think I've just cracked the meta. Jackalope Pitch Hoppy. Okay. Let's see if they've got, if they drew anything. Okay, good. Good. Okay, or we could just do that too. I kind of want to see both those decks. I really like looking at people's decks. It's fun. 54 cards. It's a very interesting number. Only 2 Diabell in 54 cards. And only 2 Mzetti. You might as well just go up to 60 at this point. Why? Don't play this card ever. You might as well play 3 of these. I don't know why you're not... Oh, you are playing 3 of these. Okay. I don't think this build is awful. Actually, like... I really don't think this build is, like, terrible or anything. I would just add more things. Like, again, if we're already at 54, you might as well go up to 60 and then add more cards to make it more consistent. And for the love of God, take out the Cosmic Cyclones. Don't play that card. It's not good. Oh, yeah. I want to see our last opponent's deck, too. No, just a solid 60-card Horus Thunder Dragon. Cool. Oh, wait. r/Master Duel had a thread yesterday on spicy techs. Oh, hang on a second. I want to see this. Oh, I'm on old Reddit. Does anyone use new Reddit? New Reddit is, like, awful. Y'all are the worst sub for anyone new. That's so true. That is the top post of the subreddit right now. This is really the worst subreddit for anyone new. Very, very true. What do we have here? Ash Blossom. 45 cards set to end phase? Interesting. Hello, so I do viewer duels if we fill the bar that you're seeing up here at the top. If we get 10 new subs, then I will switch over to viewer duels. And in that instance, yes, I would be more than glad to play a game with you. Alright, how do I want to lead here? I actually have a lot of options. I'm going to start with the field spell. Let's do that. I'm going to put back Camellia. I'm just going to add... Oh, you know what? This might be a situation where I add the Black Flame Deity. Horse monster you control or King Sark leaves the field. Yeah. See, okay, yeah, this is the kind of instance where not only is having the Black Flame Deity good, but I do actually, like, proactively want to search it. Do I really want to put back Camellia here? What am I going to send off of, the Horus is kind of what I'm wondering right now. The Imseti. I might just send Ash. No, I might just send Callby. I don't know yet. Okay, we definitely put this back. What's up, Tasha? Thank you for the gift sub. I super appreciate that. That is very, very kind of you, and we are now 10% closer to that goal. Thank you so very much. I think I said Callby here. This looks weird, but I believe it to be true. That might end up being fine. Yeah, that's fine. I'll let this go now because, like, I already have quote-unquote King Sark on the field. And if I ash this, it'll just be useful later. So, like... Yeah, we'll just do that now. Oh, what? I'm a dummy. Oh my god, I'm a dummy. I should have done this before summoning Imseti, then I could have gotten 2 bodies. Thank you, Coop, for the resub at tier 1. That's super appreciated. Yeah, now we're yet again 10% closer to that sub goal. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, that was a huge misplay. I absolutely should have summoned a Mole Cricket than Imseti. But, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Mainly missing out on Sunflower by doing that, and I really feel like they're not going to have another monster response, but I could be wrong about that. I mean, either way, it was still optimal to set up Sunflower, but again, because then I could have made Barkion, yeah, but like I said, it's all good. Worse things have happened. Reveal this card. Send 1 card from your hand to the field to the graveyard. Send 1 card on the field to the graveyard. I'm just going to enter battle phase here. Started the season at 06. Yeah, it happens. Like Ski says, got nowhere to go but up now. And also, like, if there's any time to go 6, it might as well be right at the start of the season when you're not going to, like, lose any... You're not going to rank down for it anyway, right? So really, if you want to put an optimistic spin on it, this is the best possible time in the whole season to go 06. Ooh, what's up? We got another 5 gift subs from Snan. Wow, that was 5! What's up? Thank you so much, Snan. That's so cool! Oh my gosh, thank you. Just 1 more left to go and then we're there. Oh my goodness, thank you. That's so kind. Wow. Alright, here I'm gonna bring back Mole Cricket, and then there it is. Tasha giving out that last sub. Oh. It's time for viewer duels. Yep, that's exactly what we're about to do here. So, who actually asked that initially? It was let me scroll. Whoever was asking if I'd play, the answer to your question is now yes. Let me finish this game real quick and then we'll start up with that. So if I make Nat Beast, then Mole Cricket will come back, right? Let's do that. Hell yeah, thank you all so much. That's so unbelievably kind of you all. I could actually make SP if I wanted to here and banish one of the face down cards. Like, I could turn... Do I still play Link Rebo? I do, yeah. I could turn Mole Cricket into Link Rebo. Then link it with Imseti, SP, banish one of these. Do I think that's better than leaving Mole Cricket up and going into Camellia plus Sunflower? I can only do that if they summon a monster with more than 3k attack. They have Super Poly. Never mind, they have Super Poly. It's Makonko. Oh, interesting. Okay. Step away for 2 minutes. Yeah, really though. All right, let's get rid of their last face down. That's fine. This is not target. Earth? Why Earth? All right. Well, anyway, it was another Super Poly. Yeah, I'll just pass here. I actually feel good about passing here because we not only have the Ash Blossom, but we have the Horus the Black Flame Deity, which, as we saw against SP, is actually like a good disruption tool a lot of the time. Zombie Cupid, I think you were the one asking. Wait, was there an L in there? Did I misread that? Yeah, Zombie Cupid. I think you were the one asking if we could duel. Well, the answer to that question is now yes. This adds an equip spell from deck to hand. During your main phase, special one with Conko, blah, 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 blah. And if you do, equip it with this card, then return. Okay, so yeah, we're definitely going to Ash the Hare. Revenge match against Coop? Yeah, we could do that. Hell yeah. I like how we have our cards in a 4 in a row, diagonally. Or what? How does the commercial go? Wow, I don't remember, actually. I used to see that on TV, too. The Connect 4 commercial, you know. There, diagonally. I don't remember the line before it, though. Yep, battle. I take 3k. This isn't target. This is not target. We know this is Hare, right? Ooh, that's a good draw. Blessing. Okay, that's fine. Blessing for Camellia. Sentry. Add another blessing? Playing Adventure Scareclaw, that's been fun. Oh, hell yeah. Plus, with Right about to go up to 3, definitely gonna get a lot better. Playing diagonally, have Mech Knights hurt you? Unironically, Mech Knights have hurt a lot of people. I mean, how I play around Mech Knights, even though, well, sometimes. Actually, not usually, now that I think about it. I still play around Geonator Transverser, actually, from what's it called? Adamancipator format. Hey, thank you for the sub, or the follow Vengeful Dark, super appreciate it. And thank you, one and all, for our level 2 hype trade, including a cute new emote. Woohoo! Oh, I could use the King Stark F again. You can reveal this card from your hand, then send one card from your hand or field to the graveyard, send one card on the field to the graveyard. I can send it itself, but I kind of don't want to do that. Ooh, ha, e, ooh, ah, ooh, There's a lot I could do here. I want to send to this Hare. I want to get rid of this. Yeah, I do. Oh, I can send a card on the hand or field to the graveyard. Oh, that makes this a lot easier. Wow, this card's better than I thought it was, actually. Just send a Horus monster where you already have, you know, the card in play. Or the Kingstark, rather. Wait, isn't this, like, not a good chain for them? Because Chainlink 2, they're going to equip it. Chainlink 1, I'm going to send the card. And I get to draw! Oh my god, this card is cracked! What the fuck? Wait, this card is actually just cracked. Alright, yeah, let's just get another Imseti. Put back Nib. Honestly, I'll just send this now. I don't need it anymore. Draw, yes please. Ooh, that is a good draw. Cool. Oh, that was a great game. Yeah, that, I'm gonna save that one. Horus the Black Flame Deity really did a lot of cool stuff there. Alright, but more importantly, oops, hang on, I backed out too far. Let me go to Duel Room, create a Duel Room. I will, oh yeah, I always forget it's this now. Do 600, create room, and let me leave up the room details as I enter them into our stream title as well as Nightbot. I'll call it Viewer Duels because you're all cool. I will start off by playing those who were kind enough to donate to get us to our sub goal. And then, yeah, we'll kind of bounce around the room after that. Let me go to the Nightbot and create new command. Or rather, update the room command to be more accurate. And the spectator code. Submit. Alright. Wonderful. Now, if you use !room, I'm still in all caps, you get the room code, and if you use !spectate, or spectator, no, I don't know my own command! What is it called? Oh, it is called spectate, I just spelled it wrong. That'll do it. Spectate. Boom, there we go. Good stuff. Alright. Already got people getting on in here. What am I gonna play? I know what I'm gonna play. What am I talking about? Not only do I love this deck, I think this is like the perfect viewer duel deck. It's strong, but not oppressive, and it's fun, I feel like, and not like super unfair. So I see Snon here. I'm gonna hop in with you. Thank you again so much for the 5 gift subs, Snon. That is far, far too kind of you. Far too kind. Thank you so very much. So yeah, like I said, we'll start with folks who are around who donated, and then we'll take on anyone else. And yeah, we'll just go from there. I don't have a queue for my viewer duels. I did at one point, but now I just kind of like go around the room randomly. I feel like that ends up being more fair. Plus, I think there's few enough people in here right now that we'll definitely have time to get to most, if not everyone. That's usually how it ends up, honestly. A lot of the time we do end up getting to pretty much everybody, so never fear. Let's see, with a hand like this, I'm going to lead with the Xayamine. Let's start by activating. Snon, it's been a while since we've played, actually. Very eager to see what you're on. Okay. I already have Foxy Tune, so I think I'm going to add Ogre Dance as kind of like a catch-all, in case I need, like, any of the other punk monsters. Because Ogre Dance can add pretty much... It can add anything that's not level 8, and pretty much the only other level 8 is Foxy Tune, so... I'm going to activate the Foxy Tune F. You got to be careful, because it'll default to the 1 effect, but you want the 2 effect most of the time. If you want to summon from deck, you want the 2 effect. Ooh, Maximum C will end up getting chained. So that is going to be a bit of a problem. Oh yeah, also, for those wondering, there are no restrictions on the room. You can definitely bring, like, Snake Eye if you want to, or whatever. Sun and FTK decks I'm not the most thrilled to play against, but, like, if you really want to, whatever. It's like, whatever. It's like, we're playing fun games, you know? Ooh, Ash Blossom, too. So, I'm not really gonna get stressed out about them. Whatever y'all want to bring, you know? I think that's pretty much gonna be it from me for this turn. Ooh, actually, is it worth it to go into an SP, giving them another draw? I don't know. It's ugh. I think it might be. I'll do it. I think it's like very 50-50 if this is worth it or not. I could really see arguments either way. The Snake Eye icon with the flower. It's like the only other icon that actually looks good in the frame. A lot of the other icons aren't centered right for it. But this one looks good in it. Banning Max C would be a fun restriction. Yeah, I guess for me, like, a lot of the time that we do viewer duels, I kind of like to use it to test lesser powered decks. And if that's the case, I'm like, you know, I want to test it against full power meta, right? Like, oh, definitely don't chain SP here, by the way. If you chained SP here and banished the Leela, then Kiss a Kill would get special summoned while there's no other monsters on the field, and then the effect would activate, and then they would get to summon another Leela anyway. Also, hell yeah, Twin Sprite. Love to see it. We are the test subjects. Sprite Jet. Oh, you know what might have been fun? Ah, but I already made the room. It's like making it unlimited, and then we could do like post-ban list testing. It's too bad you can't make like a custom... Because you'd have to make it unlimited, right? In order to allow for, like, the second jet and the third right. But then people could just bring banned cards. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's too bad you can't make, like, a custom ban list. Or just have, like, the next ban list available for dual rooms, you know? We could do that another stream. Yeah, totally. We'll do 2 streams, I think, before the next ban list comes out. Because the next ban list drops on the 6th, that's... Actually, what day is that? Today's the 1st. Okay, SP on SP. I'm gonna chain my SP. But then SP gets chained here. We'll see. Yeah, no, oh yeah, I was trying to figure out when the ban list comes out. So tomorrow's Sunday the 2nd, Monday the 3rd, Tuesday the 4th, Wednesday the 5th, Thursday. Oh yeah, so if the ban list come out like Thursday or Friday, then we'll definitely do 2 streams before the next ban list. So worst tier isn't for me. 07 on ladder. Oh, sorry to hear that. Sometimes you just have those days too, you know? I've definitely had days where I go like 07 with a deck that not only is in theory perfectly fine, but that I've even played to good success before. Mike247, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Do we know what's going on with the ban list or just predictions? The new ban list is in client under notifications. We have full confirmation of it from Konami themselves. For those who don't know what the new ban list is, it's Calamity went from 3 to 0. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend King Calamity. Snake Eye Ash went from 2 to 1. Wanted Seeker of Sinful Spoils went from 2 to 1. Sprite Jet went from 1 to 2. Rite of Our Messire went from 2 to 3. Perform Pal Monkey Ward went from 1, I think, to 3. I don't know if it was at 1 or 2. And then, oh shoot. What were the other 2? Don't tell me, hang on, I'm gonna remember this. The other 2 were... I'm not gonna remember. But I listed all the major ones anyway. I think there's another card going to 3 that was kind of... I mean, they're all important, but... Right to 3 is my favorite part. It's very good. And, again, if I recall correctly, this is the first time that Master Duel is undoing a pre-hit. Because when Rite of Our Messire came into Master Duel, it came in at 2, pre-semi-limited. So this is the first time ever that Rite will be at 3 in Master Duel, which is interesting. Mazarita31, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing well. No Touch Rescue Ace, that doesn't include Snake Eyes. Wanted to 1 is still a Rescue Ace hit. Because Pure Rescue Ace still plays Wanted, Diabel, and Poplar, and Original Sin. So, yeah, so Wanted to 1 is a Pure Rescue Ace hit. And is actually a notable one, too. Because you want to either start with Airlifter, or a way to special summon, specifically Hydrant, so that you can search and then normal summon Airlifter. So yeah, Rescue Ace doesn't take as much of a hit as Snake Eye, but then again, I think Snake Eye needed more of a hit than Rescue Ace anyway, so... Alright. Okay, we get our SP. They get back a Kissekeel. Punk Jam Extreme Session. Okay. I'm going to lead with the Ogre F. Wanted is a good hit for multiple reasons. Hang on, what am I adding here? I'm just gonna add Zamine, right? Yes. Not only is it less starters, it's less draw power, as you mentioned, and it's also less recursion for grindy games. Playtesting Snake Eye with the post-ban list with like the limits, that's the most noticeable difference, that grind games are going to be much more difficult for Snake Eye. Sprite Smashers. Let's see. Do I need to... I don't need to use this right now. That's fine. Yep, okay, so there goes the field spell. No draw for us. I mean, normal summon Zayamine. It's funny, in this matchup, the Sunny Snitch is actually, like, not horrible. Actually, hang on, let me read this for a sec. Special summon a Leela monster. Square special summon you control. Ah, and they control 2 Kissakeels. So even if I use Little Knight... even if I do use the Little Knight, there's still going to be a Kissakeel monster on the field, isn't there? Alright, that's going to have to be fine, I think. Do we need 3 Poplar? Absolutely. I think 3 Poplar was probably just optimal even before the limits. In my opinion. But, yeah, you absolutely play 3 Poplar. I actually only played 1 Original Sin still, and we were fairly fine. Not even fairly, we were just fine. Yeah, this duel, however, I don't think I'm particularly fine. I think I am just about to lose this game here. But it's... Oh yeah, the elf effect hasn't activated yet. But as I've said many times, if I'm gonna get wrecked, I would much rather it be by y'all than, randos on ladder. Randos. What a word. Not the Randys. The Randall Savages. Yeah, I don't know. As far as the new ban list and the meta afterward goes, I don't think that it's going to look too terribly different. As far as, like, what decks you see on ladder, I don't think it's going to be too terribly different than this season. Until we get the new pack, of course, and whatever new archetypes it may or may not bring, including certain rumors, which I can either confirm or deny, that it may include Fire King cards. Oh, this is good. This is a good use of Chain Links here. Chain Link 1 Gamma versus Chain Link 2 Trouble Sunny. It does, of course, mean that the Leela and Kisakeel are going to come onto the field, and then Gamma Burst will resolve, giving them the 1400 attack point boost. But Valmonica! I have some friends who are pretty Valmonica pilled. They like it quite a bit. I don't know anything about the deck. Alright, GG's, Snon. GG's. And once again, thank you so very much for your incredibly generous donations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, I saw Tasha in here earlier. Yeah, thank you so much for the game. Tasha contributed some gift subbage. Coop, are you in here? Because I definitely, if you want to play, I would definitely be, of course, down for that. And then Bayed. Bayed is subbed right at the beginning, so we gotta play against Bayed as well. What's up, Pacifist Rat? Future archetype I'm most excited to see come to MD. That's a good question, actually. Let me think for a sec. Kind of wish I had like a list to look at in front of me. Because I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Like, what are some future archetypes coming out? Oh no, we don't have a counter to the Maxi! These are the moments where I do kind of think about banning Maxi for viewer duels, because like, I don't really give a shit if y'all resolve Maxi against me, but it does feel a little bad when I resolve it against y'all. Centurion. Yeah, I like making big synchro monsters. Centurion is up there. Why do I feel like the... Oh, Ubel. I knew there was one in particular that I was really excited about. I couldn't remember it off the top of my head for some reason. Ubel. I am beyond excited for Ubel to come to Master Duel. I cannot wait to play that deck. I like Ubel thematically, and the deck looks like fun to play. I'm like the #1 Ubel hater. I know a few people who are on it and say it's cool and good. I just like it thematically more than it. I like it thematically, and it seems like if nothing else, it's like at least like halfway viable. So I think it's more. I think it's better than that. I think it's more than halfway viable, but. Either way, looking forward to trying it out. They should make Ubel free for all non-binary players. That's what I'm saying. It's actually, now that I think about it, how could Ubel not be in this pack? They missed Pride Month. Boo! Tenpai. I'm interested to see how good Tenpai will be in Master Duel. Nah, whatever. I already resolved Maxi. I'll just not. I need to get a frame of reference for how consistent Tenpai is. I guess we'll get that whenever it comes to the game. I'm not really concerned about it, though. I'm not really overly concerned about lots of new stuff coming into the game. Like, even if it is going to be, like, Tier 0 or something, you know? Which I'm not saying Tenpai is going to be, but... I don't know. I just, like, not a lot of things really bother me. It's like... Yeah, we'll play in that meta, like, I mean, the fun I always have is, like, you know, when it's like, oh, this new deck's gonna come out, it's gonna be totally dominant, it's gonna suck, I'm like, well, what am I gonna do, not play Yu-Gi-Oh? That's not an option for me. Not even because of, like, the YouTube channel or anything, I just mean, like, in general. Like, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm never not gonna play Yu-Gi-Oh! So I'm pretty, laid back as far as like the bullshit that comes out. I'm not saying that justifies it, but that's a lot of the reason why I'm like not really caring about it as much, you know? Gimmick Puppet FTK. I've heard that the FTK isn't even like the best variant of Gimmick Puppet though. Is that accurate? Like, I've heard the FTK is like flashy, but generally not the way to go. I've heard that from people who play in the OCG as well. It's not even just like somebody looking at tournament reports. Like I have someone I talk to fairly regularly who plays both OCG and like the China exclusive meta, and they were the ones saying that like, yeah, the FTK is whatever. Like just a regular combo build is better. Let's see. A friendly game Maxi challenge must be taken. Yeah, now I feel a little like overwhelmed by choice here, but god, talk about first world problems. I guess I'll start by activating Imseti, and I'll pitch my other Imseti. Merits to Shark Abyss. Seeing a pattern. Nah, water decks are cool. Oh yeah, try hard. Oh yeah, try hard. She said, "Oh yeah, the card that's very prominently part of this board." Let me think for a moment. Let me think. Oops, sorry, I bumped the mic there for a sec. Get rid of our extra King Sark. It's interesting because this deck actually has so few link monsters. But yeah, we'll just do it this way, I think. Let me establish these, and then... Yeah, I was watching a Joshua Schmidt video about sharks. I guess it wasn't even about sharks, it was just kind of him going over the new stuff. And, I don't know, they seem fine. I don't really know enough about the old support to, like, definitively say, oh yeah, they're gonna be busted, but... Because that's what he kept saying, is that, like, the new cards read kind of, like, okay, but apparently they're really good with old support, but... Like, what old Shark support is there that's really good? Because I remember a lot of the Shark cards from Zexal being pretty mid. But... draw some cards. Oh wait, that adds! I'm a dummy. That's not summoning. Oh, you know what? It can be, though. Buzzsaw right and left. Right and left summon the other one from the graveyard or the deck? Abyss Shark. I think I know that one. That's the level 5 one, right? Ooh, Twin Saw. We do get to draw, because it is being targeted. That's nice. Nosh Knight lines seem totally power crept by the Xyz armor set. I can see that. Alright, let's get this tryhard off the field. I guess I'll add back some of my stuff. Like this. No, not that. I'll take these two, sure. No, not that one. This one. No, not that one. God, I'm being so picky here. That's totally awesome. Sharks are never going to be as good as they are in TCG. Are sharks that good in TCG, though? Like... I mean, I don't disagree with your sentiment. Inherently. Well, the new Shark stuff, like, just dropped in the OCG, right? So, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Oh, yeah, and then I also was watching his video about the, Oh, fuck! What am I doing? This is, unaffected. I'm a dummy. About the... What's it called? Ooh, how am I gonna do this, actually? I might regret choosing not to imperm this tryhard. Are we just gonna Little Knight? Yeah, I think we just have to Little Knight it. But I'm gonna need... But, I need to go IP into Little Knight to get the first effect? Alright. I like this duel. It's making me use my brain. Which is something I need to do more often. Let's pull a Zandy from deck. That's the thing, like, sometimes, sometimes taking the Maxi challenge is actually more of, huh? Why didn't I get the, first effect? Did I not use a Link monster as a material? Is it because it targets? Can I not target things right now? Oh, Twin Saw, that's right. Oh, wait, Twin Saw is Link 3 or... Oh, if you have a Link 3 or higher. I thought it was neither player can activate the effects of Link 3 or higher monsters. It's no Link monsters effects. Okay, well, I can't out-tryhard then. Well, if that's the case, then I am not going to be able to out the board. Right? Here, let me think for a sec. Let me do this. Pep time, no. Pep does not do enough here. Is there even a reason to go into the level 8 synchro? Like, I guess I'm kind of thinking, is there a reason to even fuse? That pulls more names from deck. Alright, there's the Griffin Rider. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all the plays that we have here. I was gonna say, yeah, that negates and destroys, right? Alright, so if I go boom and boom, then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in hand, so we still need to do this to not have to discard. Okay. Welp indeed. Yeah, I really should have just impermed the tryhard at the start of my turn, but I decided to take a challenge and see if I could do it without doing that. Had Omni. Yeah, they used it, the Wandering Griffin Rider. She had the, yeah, she used it against the Shark Kusai. That's another thing I always forget, this negates and destroys. For some reason, I think this only negates. Definitely want to YCS after the support drops. I mean, I don't doubt that they're good. Wait, what is Phobia targeting? The King Sark, okay. Yeah, I'll chain this. Oh, yeah, they could have used the Omni. Or yeah, she could have used the Omni against the Imperm. I'm so used to talking about our opponents if I don't know who they are that I'm like, oh yeah, we know Tasha. Yeah, she could have used the Omni against the Imperm, and then I would have had to just play through it anyway. That's true. That's true. True and accurate. Q to, or just join? No, just hop into a table. I usually, like I said, or I guess you might have been around before, but I usually just bounce around between the room kind of randomly. I find that actually keeps it pretty fair overall. But we're starting with the people who were generous enough to donate and allow the viewer duel stream to be a thing in the first place. Let's see. So this is the second Reichphobia, right? This is the one they activated this turn. Yeah. Okay. And I ashed it. Okay. Kids are in bed? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I say. Well, it's always good to get some time after a long day. Not that I would know, I don't have kids. I have a lot of siblings, but not children of my own. Okay, so gotta remember that Tryhard's coming back on my turn. If I get a turn. Gonna be a dad in the next 2 months? That's awesome! Congrats! I think, yeah. I think you've shared that before, but I totally forgot it was gonna be that soon. Holy cow! Thank you thank you. Congrats! That's awesome. All right, I'll imprint that. Time's flown by. Yeah, because I feel like I remember you saying it a little while ago. And I don't remember how long ago it was, but yeah, 2 months. You said 2 months just now, and I was like, whoa, that's close. Well, that's not nice. Going for an SP of our own. Okay. I still gotta deal with that Tryhard when it comes back. Ow. How many cards do I have in deck? 16. Okay, so the EMZ effect is just the one that summons. It can still do all this other stuff. Got it. I'll do some deck thinning. I saw the deer note. Well, here, I can look here. No, I don't have a deer note in my deck. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna do this then. Send one of these. Summon you. F. Ah, it is an activated effect. Well, of course it would be. I think we probably still just do this anyway. Ooh, wait, hang on. Yeah. We'll just do that. Actually, better idea. You can look at this. And I will summon Deer Note. My Deer Note. Okay, not this one. This one with you and you. Oh my god, the second SP actually came up in this deck. You. And you. Easily cleared the tryhard. Yeah, we definitely did not fumble and struggle for multiple turns over it. Okay, that's on Madam Spider. So what if I do this on you and you? Okay, it does still banish, but that's fine. That's fine. Is it fine? Am I gonna be off still? I think I'm actually off of lethal here. Because I was just gonna go for Pep. Wait, one monster you control and one card your opponent controls. Oh, do I not have any way of summoning like any other monster? Oh, I can't even attack this turn. You're right, you're right, you're right, you're right, you're right. You're right. You are correct. You know what? We'll do this anyway. Will we? Yeah, we will. Still getting used to Little Knight. Yes, this is a monster I control and a card my opponent controls. We still enter battle phase for this. Yeah, we'll do this too. Large, big. Oh, right, because, yeah, I remember now. I should not have activated that Little Knight effect, the second one. Wait, hang on, what was that chain link? I wasn't even paying attention to that chain link. Okay, so, Link Summon Little Knight, activate Deer Note, Little Knight, Tryhard, and then Madam Spider. No, okay, that wasn't, like, horrible. Alright. So this is only unaffected by activated effects. And this is not an activated effect. This is a continuous effect. That's what I had to banish. You know what it was? I wasn't paying attention to what was targeted with SP. So I had to banish my own Madam Spider to stop their SP. That's what it was. That's what it was. Yu-Gi-Oh! Fine print lawyer rulings. Yeah, really, though. Such is the nature of the game we play. Yeah, let me definitely do this. Daniel Owl 21, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I hope you are doing well. Ooh, that's not a bad draw. Do I even want to gain 3,000 life points here? I actually do, because Pep is already boosted. When we do all click off, you're all good, no worries. Hey, Skippy Goober, thank you for the 300 bits. That's so kind, thank you so much, I really appreciate that. Ooh, I can have the attack of a monster? I will do so. Yes, very, very kind of you. Thank you. I need to figure out my... Something's going on with some of my alerts. Because I have custom alerts for things like bits and donations. But I remember last time I looked, they were still set up, but they don't go off for some reason. Because I actually had, this was a while ago, I actually had a donation during a stream and like no notification went off for it at all. And I feel really bad about it. The person who donated, I messaged them later and they said that it was fine. They weren't worried about it, but I was like, no, because I was like, I know that I made a custom thing for that. And then I looked at my Streamlabs stuff and it seems like it's still set up. I need to look at that more carefully. Because for bits, I have a custom little thing that plays where it's like Jaden giving a thumbs up. But that didn't show up just now for some reason. It's weird that it's only those two, too. But anyway, I'll figure that out later. I was like, what are my FaceTime cards again? Banish them. Okay. This is a weird game. This is such a weird duel. Alright. Okay, so if I do this, and then... Oh, not affected by the effective defense position monsters. That doesn't do anything anyway. Got a replay from Lampster. I'm down to check that out of this game. I need to get up and get some more water anyway. Yeah. Alright. Oh, I actually am kind of in goblin mode a little bit. Thank you, Snon. Need to scoot forward. That's why I'm in goblin mode. Tenpai 4-0. I mean, yeah, it seems like a good deck. Is it a reach to say that Tenpai is like a tier 2 deck? That's kind of the vibe I get looking at both TCG and OCG tournament results, or from what I remember looking at those. I don't think I have outs left. I actually don't. Wow. I think I actually just lose here. Baylor C, Ghost Ogre, Foxy 2, Nib. Wow, both call bites too. Oh, of course I miss playing. Like there were, like, I mean, during turn 1, like, I had things I drew off of Maxi that I could have played, but I was like, whatever, you know? It was really, I guess, just that imperm, right? I mean, that would have stopped the tryhard from coming out. But I was like, you know what, Tasha's taking the Maxi challenge, like, fuck it, I want imperm. I was just like, whatever, it's a fun duel. Got 10 cards left in deck. Both unaffected monsters staring at each other. Unaffected, yes, but still very much able to be destroyed by battle. So I think this is actually just going to be the end of the game here. Oh, but wait, still... Oh, but yeah. You just battle here. More attack voids! Drain Fafnir WR, thank you for the follow, welcome to the stream. And GG's, Tasha. GG's. that was a very good game. Wow, yeah, that was a very weird duel, but a very good one. Hell yeah, thank you again so much. Let me go get some water. We're gonna watch Lamster's. Actually, before we watch Lamster's replay, Coop, let me know. Okay, I see you right here. Perfect. Coop and Bad. So let me get water. I'll play against Coop and Bad, and then we'll do replays. Because again, I want to get people who subbed and donated and stuff in. And Skippy Goober, if you're in here as well. I want to get people in, but especially those who contributed towards our goal. But let me grab some water first. Okay, I have returned. Tryhard is generic. It is generic, but it does take 3 effect monsters, so you can't like link climb into it, if that makes any sense. We'll start with Bayed. Bayed, I am psyched to duel with you. And yeah, we'll just hop on in. 1 minute? Yeah, you're good. What do you do? I'm going to feed the doggo? Perfect. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, I think we were actually talking about this in a recent stream about how well designed Tryhard is. Scareclaw Tryhard might be like one of the best well designed boss monsters in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Honestly, it's generic, but not something you can play in everything. Necessarily, and also despite being generic, because it requires 3 effect monsters, you can't just link climb anything into it, right? Like just use a link to another monster, like a charmer or something. Its effect is really good and can be, as we saw in that last game against Sasha, fairly oppressive, but not like it's not like game-endingly so, right? It's not negating effects. It's not... Ooh, it's Memento. Memento. I think that I'll just imperm here and hope you don't have an extender. I think that's all I have to do here. But, no, yeah, Tryhard is very well-designed card. Browse the Master Duel meta for the first random deck list that uses Tryhard generically. That'd be fun. Oh, I never found that spicy tech thread on r/Master Duel. I still have that open over here. Well, I have r/Master Duel open, but I haven't found the thread yet. Now, what if I just search for tech? And I'll sort by new. Here we go. Is it this one with Despian Comedy? What are your spicy tech cards I don't see any play? Alright, so Twin Dragon lets them dodge the Imperm. This deck's actually, like, really good. I have quite a few friends who are very Memento-pilled right now. Alright, yeah, let's see what is the most upvoted comment. Using Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon to resonate your deck just for the Pend effect. Having 3 Monster Reborn or 4 if you include an actual Monster Reborn. Why would you play Monster Reborn? That card's not good. What is Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon's Pend effect? Cannot Pendulum summon except dragons. Effect cannot be negated. Target 1 to dragon, fusion, synchro, or season your graveyard. Destroy this card if you use special summon that target. Oh, so it just brings back one of your dragons. So it's like a very, very specific Monster Reborn. Which again, like, I don't think Monster Reborn's that good of a card. But that's not horrible. Blue Eyes format, huh? In Master Duel, or are they talking about like the 2016 Worlds format? I remember towards the tail end of Blue Eyes format, people were running Curse of Anubis in ritual variants to facilitate the means for an OTK. Curse of Anubis is the level 6 Necro Valley. No, wait, what? What the fuck is this card? Change all trap card. Change all effect monsters in the field to defense position until the end of this turn. Defense becomes 0. Oh, for Chaos Max? What Blue Eyes format? There's no Blue Eyes format. What are you talking about? Chaos Max wasn't out in 2016, right? No, because that card was in Dark Side of Dimensions. Is Blue Eyes format just like bronze? I don't understand. Okay. Friends who are both Memento and Valmonica pilled. They're different. Well, actually, is there any overlap there? No, the people I'm thinking of who are Valmonica pilled are not the same people who are Memento pilled. But they might also be incidentally Memento pilled, and I don't know about it. Yeah, so this person's talking about using Curse of Anubis to OTK with Chaos Max. Which, an OTK that involves a normal trap card is definitely a turn 3 or later OTK, right? Ooh, Horus stuff too, with the zombie vamp. Okay. Muddy Mudragon, Rindbrum, and Mercurier. Yeah, let's see what was milled. Muddy Mudragon, Rindbrum, and Mercurier and Blackwing. 6s are no trouble to make. Spare Wing Beast bodies are easy to come by. 4 Strix can search Mercurier easily. So, you're talking about, instead of Blackwing plays, sinking for 6 to Muddy Mudragon, and overlaying for 4 Strix to set up Mercurier. Like, I just don't know what kind of a situation you would be in playing Blackwings, where you're like, you have that many materials set that lineup, and you're just not doing the regular combo line, right? Oh, this is a Gate Guardian tech, hang on. 1 Burial from a different dimension. Wait, isn't that the one that puts 3 banish cards back in the graveyard? Yeah. Essentially 1 card combined as long as you got all the pieces banished. Why are you playing more than 1 combined? The downside is if you already have 3 banished, it's already good. You've already made it combined that turn, exactly. And only adding challenge rather than 2 combined instead of 1 is that clearing them at the same time can send in the same spell check. The only added challenge from removing 2 combined instead of 1 is that clearing them at the same time can summon both the Spell Trap Negator and Attack Reducer instead of having to pick one. But that's only if they go at the same time. Okay, it's number 90. As someone who... Actually, I haven't played Gate Guardian since Horus came out. We have to fix that. But as someone who's played Gate Guardian before, that sounds awful. Like, not only would I never play a second combined in the first place, adding an unsearchable tech card to specifically summon out a second combined is not something I'm really looking to do. Yeah, no, I'm not. Listen, yeah, that's fair. Like, at least people are cooking. I guess just call me Gordon Ramsay then. That's kind of, when you put it that way, that's kind of how I feel right now. But that's not something that I'm opposed to being, is Gordon Ramsay. They're cooking, but it's raw. I mean, honestly, like, listen, I don't want to say that cooking or like looking for spicy tech is a bad thing. But again, I just want to review the ones that we've covered. Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon is a hyper-specific Monster Reborn. Just play Monster Reborn. Curse of Anubis to OTK with Chaos Max is cute, but is there really not a spell card that can achieve the same thing? Again, Money Mud Dragon and Rinbrum and Mercurier and Blackwing, that doesn't sound bad, but at the same time, if you're going to sink for 6 and then also make a rank 4 to set up Rinbum plus Mercurier, if you have that many materials, why would you not just do a regular Blackwing combo in the first place? Like, I feel like, again, I'm not saying that they can't cook, but I'm also not saying that I can't critique their dishes. But cooking is a good thing, yes. I don't want to discourage any of these people from innovating. I don't think it is a bad thing that they are doing so. But I also don't think that makes them immune to critique, is my takeaway. And Burial from the Different Dimension, get Guardian, again, like, I don't know. I think of these, the ones that sounds like the best idea so far is the Muddy Mud Dragon, Rinbum, Mercurier, and Blackwing. I don't think Muddy Mud Dragon and Blackwing actually sounds like a bad idea at all. I just don't know about going out of your way to also make Force Tricks to search Mercurier and set that up when, again, you could just be doing Blackwing plays. Not really. Okay, yep, here's the Cranium Burst. Also, right on. Did we draw that Maxi for turn? Yeah, we did. Okay. I was going to say right on time. Alright, let me actually pay attention to the duel in front of me now. There's a number 90, there's a Cranium Burst, so we're not resolving, like, any amount of monster effects, realistically. Let me begin by normal summoning Madam Spider and activating her effect. Casual 6 monster negates. 5 of them are on field, specifically, to be fair. Oh, and an Ash Blossom. Okay, well, I can stop that one. Oh, shit, no, I can't because I toggled off. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. Why was I toggled off? Did I just misclick? Oh, because I was on... I don't know why I did that. That was weird. Alright, let me maxi here. That's fine, that's fine. We just missed the Dangerous Gabu Surge. It's really not important at all. Okay, Maxi negated by number 90. That is completely fine. Oh, does this target? Hang on, did that target something? No, I don't think it does. You just summon a Memento monster? Okay. Hopefully it's Lord and Hope. I agree. It would be cool if they put 38 and 90 in the Galaxy Eye structure deck, or even one of them would make that deck very much worth buying. Oh, very much worth. Are you kidding me? That would be... Like, if I didn't already own both of them, that would be an instant buy. If it had either one of those. If it has both, that would be even better. Hex equals in danger. It's very true. So this is why I was glad that 90 negated the Max C earlier, because then now it means our Foxy Tune can resolve. I don't even know if I need to target their stuff, but fuck it, I'll do this. Negate, okay. Say Amin F. Okay, there's the combined creation. Do you think Rescue Ace Horus would be any good? Or Horus Rescue Ace? The main reason I would say probably not isn't even because I don't think they work well together, necessarily. I think you're looking at deck space issues at that point. Like, Rescue Ace already wants to be over 40, and like trying to add a Horus engine as well, I think is asking quite a bit. Alright, there's 2. I mean, you could just play a 60-card build, though, at the same time. It almost kind of depends on, I guess, how valuable is the, oh, fuck, I think I fucked up. No, I'm good. Okay. I think I'm good. Rescue should be over 40? Yes. Generally speaking, I think that if your deck has a significant number of cards you don't want to open, you should be playing a little bit over 40. And Rescue Ace has all of the cards that is searched off of Turbulence that it does not want to open. Oh, I can't use it as an Xyz. I did fuck up. Cannot be used as period for an Xyz material. Alright, well. Not even for Zeus. Damn. I mean, not that Zeus would have really done anything here anyway, but my plan was to try to get this down to 2000, run it over, and then Zeus. But that wouldn't have worked anyway. Well, and it wouldn't have even worked even if I had not attached the rank 4, because then I wouldn't have enough materials to even be able to Zeus. Because Xyz armor 4, well, no, but then I could have, how do you, hang on. Okay, no, I would have been able to still Zeus by going up into this. But Bad very, very wisely elected not to use the Cranium Burst F to lower this below 3k, 3k. So that's what would have had to have happened for me to have been able to board wipe here. I would have had to have not gone into the rank 4, just gone straight from Torpedo to Fortress, and then for Bayed to have also negated the Fortress F. Then I could have stacked the rank 7, battled over the Cranium, then put down Zeus, then board wipes. That's what would have needed to have happened in order for that to have gone through. But again, Bayed very wisely elected to not use the Cranium Burst effect, which means that I would not have been able to Zeus that board. Yeah, that's how it would have had to have played out. Yes, and now we are seeing the advantage to running the Horus engine, which is you get to summon just a whole bunch of really big monsters. On top of the combined creation here, of course. Ooh, we're even playing the Sky Prison. Chain Nib, Chain Veiler. That wouldn't even do it here because there's 2 monster negates on the field. Boom. Swinging in for 5k with that thing. That almost feels unfair. Like, not playing against it, but like, I can tell you from experience that attacking directly with 5k with the combined creation, you're like, this card should not be this big. But GG's, Bayed. Thank you for showing up. Thanks for hanging out. I super appreciate your contributions towards our viewer duel goal. Alright, got Coop here. We'll play against Coops and then we'll start bouncing around between tables. GLHF to you as well, Coops. Oh yeah, we were looking at this spicy tech thread as well. Not really rare per se, but one time my opponent tried to imperm Diabel, but I pitched the trap card when I summoned her so I can negate the imperm. Oh, that's pretty good actually. That's a good use of Silvera. I like that. Alright, we're going first. Thank you for streaming. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, let me activate Ogre Dance first. For the Zay, I mean. Combine creation can attack all monster if it's the only one you could. Yeah, I've never pulled off that effect yet. For like, you know, a bunch of damage or lethal or anything, but it does seem pretty neat. Okay, so here we have to get Foxy Tune. Right? Yes. What if you can use Ojama tokens to create a modern day Gyakugai or Panda OTK? You probably could. Okay, there's Maximum C. We do have Zekaldby. I'm gonna send Valor. That might look a little weird, but we might see why that's prominent later. Alright, let's activate you. For you. With you. And you. Please don't have Ash Blossom. Ah! This deck loses so hard to that card. Ah! That's why the Horus engine is so good in this deck. Well, one of the reasons. Because you can use King Stark and set up a number 90 before you actually do punk plays. And then Ash and Nib, which are like your two worst enemies when playing this deck, are no longer an issue. That's right, she had Gamma. If I had one. Nah, we have Gamma in our other Horus deck. Oh, Imperm for Poplar. Okay. Is it Rescue Ace? I imagine it is. Looks like we're playing a 43 card deck. 2, 3, 4, 5, yep, 43 cards. And Bonfire for Poplar suggests the Rescue Ace. Because I've said it before, I'll say it again, and I actually do think about this every time I make this statement. I don't think there's a situation where as pure Snake Eye you would ever have Bonfire for Poplar being your opening play. Also, very nice rare original sin. That's very, very pretty. I cannot think of a situation. Still the normal summon too. Alright, I'm gonna hedge and flip Imperm. Pretty much forcing Coop to have opened Airlifter, because even if Turbulence is in the hand, there's still only gonna be one Rescue Ace that can be in the graveyard. That's my hedge. That's how I'm hedging here. Okay, yep, Dark for my Dark Monster. Okay, thankfully, Hydrant, we waited for it to activate its effect, so even if Promethean Princess bring back Hydrant happens here, we still can't use Hydrant to add... but we do have Turbulence. Alright, that's gonna be a problem. Is it? Yes. No. Yes? Princess... Is this lethal? Oh, I'm at 68. Yeah, this is lethal. That's lethal on board, actually. I was thinking about the access code line, but yeah, that's lethal on board. But an access code line here would be Dark plus Preventer into a 3 Preventer, bring back the Hydrant. I can even be Celine. GG's, Coops. GG's. All pain, sometimes gain. Thanks for coming by. I super appreciate it. Alright, who else do we have in here? I saw some other people. Sorry, you don't have to be sorry. Oh, Lampster's got a replay for us to watch. That's right. Let's watch that, and then we'll take a look at, or we'll duel some more folks. Oh, also, I already have you added. What am I doing? Lamster? No, you don't have to apologize for opening well. That's, who did I see recently? Ooh, also, we're on a Rescue Ace again here for this replay, too. I saw, like, a tweet or something lately of, like, someone was saying, like, yeah, you don't gotta apologize. We're here to beat each other up with cards. You did the thing, beating me up with cards. It's all good. That's what we're here for. Alright, so looks like we're up against some Math Mech. They're sending the Gamma, or not Gamma, Jesus, Sigma for Circular. Pretty typical one-card combo line so far from them. They led Small World, Beatron, not Beatron, what is that called? Dotscaper. Small World, reveal, banish Dotscaper, reveal, Parallel Exceed, right? Wait, we added Equation then normal Defensor. That's interesting. Is that right? I mean, if you don't play Aggregator, there's kind of nothing wrong with doing it this way. Mirror Logic Aggregator, that is. Because then it doesn't matter that you're going to send Diameter off of one of your terahertz effects. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing it this way. Take care, Bayed. Sorry I missed that earlier, that you were heading out, but thanks again for stopping by, and I hope you have a good day. Alright, terahertz F dip, sending Diameter. So then they'll send D-Save Worm on our turn. Oh wait, they're making G-Golem? This seems really weird and win more. Oh, hang on. If we wanted to terahertz plus Singularity, we did not need to do it the way we did it here. Or I guess our opponent didn't. Our opponent could have set this up better. They just did it in a really weird way. Anyway. Love my top deck. Right on time, Maxi. Right on time. Alright, we're leading Bonfire for Poplar. Some of the Poplar. Poplar F to grab the original Sin. Got the original, or the Field Spell going down next. Field Spell F to summon the Hydrant. They're going to use the Super Factorial here. For, of course, the big three. Have they not sent D-Save Worm yet? Or did I miss that? No, they did. Okay, good. I was going to say. They responded to Bonfire with it. That's fine. I mean, I wouldn't have D-Saved Worm the Bonfire anyway. I would have definitely... Ooh, that was a good slamp on their part. I would have definitely just tried to wait for a call by. Okay, Singularity bouncing after we summon the Terahertz. Or I mean the Terra, Jesus, the Hydrant. D-Save Worm on the Imperm as we try to negate the Omni on the Laplation. Alright, pitch Poplar for Diabel. Diabel F. Will they use Laplation to negate? Oh, they're chain block. They can't. Oh, but they have a Ghost Mourner. Wow! Wow! They had Ghost Mourner as their last card. Must be nice. Must be nice. Alright, so we do get to battle over Laplation. So really, either way, we're not having to worry about that Omni anymore. They bring back Transcode. We actually get another draw. Oh, and it's Rhoda. Ooh, that's not bad. Now we have an Impulse. Going for the Turbulence set 4 here. Beautiful. All right. They technically control Hydrant. Oh, I think... Hang on. I think somebody told me about this recently. Does this actually count as, like... I think someone has told me this recently, too, that if Hydrant is pushed into the spell trap, it still counts as on the field for Rescue Ace cards? It does? That's so cool! Like, okay, you still have to control a Rescue Ace monster to be able to use the effects, but Hydrant in the spell trap gives them their bonus effects. Because it doesn't specify Hydrant has to be in the monsters. Because see, look, it even says, if you read the trap cards, it says, if you control Rescue Ace monster, do the effect. Then if you currently control Rescue Ace Hydrant, but it does not specify where Hydrant needs to be. That is silly. That's good. I like that a lot. The Yu-Gi-Oh moment and wording. Yeah, really, though. Access code on the Celine. They do get to protect with the Defensor, but that's only good for one destruction replacement, meaning we do get to get rid of the Singular. Now we're going to rescue our Turbulence. They're going to chain Terahertz. We get to chain Impulse, which means now we'll have Preventer. If we get Preventer here, we'll have that live. Fire Engine is also definitely very good here for even more bodies on board. Also, to be fair, like, they have all links on the field. Oh, they do play Aggregator. Oh, they misplayed super hard then. No, not like super duper hard, but they did go about things in a weird way. I'd have to go back and look at our last turn and see if Mirror Logic would have been, like, significant there. But, ooh, we get to get rid of their Terahertz, and then now we're just going to negate their transcode. And because we have the Hydrant, they can't use it as a material, which is why they conceded there. Oh, that's good. That's so good. Thank you for that replay, Lamster. Aggregator on Turbulence, perhaps? Yeah, that would have stopped the set 4. Yeah, I'd have to, like, rewatch that and, like, really break down the order that the Mathmech player did things in. I don't know how necessary that was, but we definitely still played through it very well all the same. Alright, let me, I'll just start up here with Elementian, and then we'll pop around to some random tables. Hydra can't be destroyed by battle if it's not in the main monster zone. That's good. GLHF to you as well. I don't think we've won a single game so far yet today. Which again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. If I am gonna get absolutely just completely destroyed and wrecked by anyone, I would want it to be you all. Yeah, really. Everyone's been beating me up today. It's all good. I have a lot of hands like this, I find, where there's just like a lot of punk monsters, but I don't really think you can trim down on the punk engine at all. You could go down to 1 Deer Note and maybe 2 Ogre Dance. Maybe 2 Foxy Tune as well, but that's like the most... Ooh, I know what deck this is! Well, yeah, of course, it's a Melfi monster on the field. But specifically, it looks like it's Tri-Brigade Melfi, which is pretty sick. Oh, Tri-Brigade. Alright, Thurgy coming down. Yeah, Obedient Schooled. It's a pretty good card. It beast-locked you. That's the big drawback. Okay. Because there's part of me that was reading this and I'm like, why would you ever not, or why would you ever play Rescue Cat instead of this? But the beast locking, I see. But I mean, this card also does a lot of things that Rescue Cat doesn't. Like, for one, Rescue Cat is, like, susceptible to every hand trap under the sun, and it also takes up your normal summon, which is, not good. This summons 3 instead of 2, and, yeah, I mean, really, aside from beast locking, that's like the only drawback, which obviously, if you build your deck in a specific way, that's not even that much of a drawback, if at all, right? So, take care, Coops. Have a good one. Thanks again for coming by and for donating today. Very, very kind of you. Very, very kind. How many Rescue Ace monsters are there? Or Rescue monsters are there? There's Cat, Rabbit, Ferret, Hedgehog. I think it's actually called something else. I'm forgetting one. Am I? Cat, rabbit, ferret, the hedgehog. There's another one. What is it? Hamster. Hamster, that's right. I got ham, but I'm not a hamster. I got ham, but I'm not a hamster. Is that Mike Birbiglia who sang that? No, he's not a musician. Who sang that? I remember seeing that on a comedy special way back in the day. Bill Bailey. That's a Bill Bailey bit. Okay. Riffing on the classic song from The Killers. The song is called All These Things That I've Done, but it's got the chorus, you might know it. The chorus is Brendan Flowers singing, I got soul, but I'm not a soldier. And so Bill Bailey has this bit where he's like, soul, not having soul doesn't really have that much to do with being a soldier, right? It's just that soul is the first part of the word soldier. And he's like, that's like singing. And then he pulls out a guitar and does the same chords. And he's like, I got ham, but I'm not a hamster. Aren't jokes so funny when you explain them? That's a good bit. Although, I don't know. I mean, that comedy show was like, I mean, God, I saw that on TV when I was like in high school. So that would have been like over a decade ago. Comedians, especially ones that are white, especially ones that are white dudes, are so like 50-50 of, are they still funny nowadays, or do they turn into one of those like, you know, anti-PC, like, okay, here's the thing, right? Like, comedy is like in such dire straits nowadays. Because nobody's fucking telling jokes on stage anymore. Everyone just gets on stage and rants about either, like, the current political scape or the current cultural scape. Nobody tells jokes anymore. Comedy shows have, like, taken a severe nosedive. And I'm not even talking about, like, anyone specific or even, like, any specific, I don't know, I guess side that they're taking or whatever. I just think that, like, comedians don't tell jokes anymore. Now they just get on stage and rant, and they're so much less fun to watch nowadays. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but it is what it is. What does Joyce Melfi's do? Oh, it summons a bunch of stuff, that's right. Caddy F. Yeah, seriously, we have like the whole squad in our hand. Give you more who's on first? Ooh, I don't know that. Is that like whose line is it anyway? Which some people will probably consider this sacrilege, but I've actually never seen whose line is it anyway. It's not that I don't like, I don't know, it's like when it was airing, I was just a little too young to like get it, right? That's not necessarily true. How long did that show air? That show aired for quite a while. Also, what am I adding here? I'm gonna add your note. I like improv. I like improv a lot, actually. I don't know why I never got into that show. It's still going. They revived it. I see. That's another thing that kind of started happening around like 2016. Like, almost every show that like debuts is a revival, or like movies. Can we have like something that's not something I've already seen before, please? I mean, to be fair, I've never seen Whose Line Is It Anyway. I guess I'm more talking about like movies and stuff. What do I want to fuse here? Because I can definitely fuse some of the stuff that's in my hand. I don't need this ogre dance anymore, right? Not really. Play classic Whose Lines as chill out activity. That sounds good. That sounds like a fun time. Whose Line seems like a really good background noise show, to be fair. Which I'm usually in the market for those. Because I like to, I don't know, whenever I watch something, I'm usually doing something else. Like playing, getting replays for a video, editing a video. It's kind of rare that I just sit down and watch something and don't do a lot else. Oh, that pops a card, doesn't it? It does. It does, it does. Oh, excuse me. Just play background noise. Like a crowd murmuring 10-hour YouTube video or something. That would freak me out, actually. I would not like that. Yeah, I'll just summon a Deer Note. That summons from deck, right? It does. Oh, it's any level 2 or lower beast monster. It's not even just a Melfi. Oh, like another Kalantosa! Ah! Office background noise. I guess I could understand that, yeah. I would usually just put on music, but I understand wanting just general background noise as well. That makes sense. I actually really like the quiet. So I'm not opposed to it. Like, it's funny, whenever... I guess, no, when I was at work, and I used to work in an office, I would play music anyway. Well, I guess, when I used to work at the particular office that I'm thinking of, to be a little more precise, but I would love days where I was the only one in there. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, that was great. But again, like I said, I would be blasting music. It's not like I would just have it silent. But I'm the kind of person, like, I could sit in silence, I think. It wouldn't bother me too much. When things get too quiet, I feel like eyes are watching me. I can see that, yeah. I mean, well, I don't have that, I don't really experience that, but I understand where you're coming from, I guess is more what I meant. Elf is such an incredible Melfi card. Elf's a pretty good card, yeah? I guess, to be fair, also, like, setting, I think, would definitely affect how much I'm okay or not with silence. Like, I don't know, I guess I'm thinking about, like, liminal space shit. Like, you know, you see those, liminal space videos / games where it's like an abandoned mall, and like when they play the generic like elevator music over the speakers, I find those kind of liminal spaces kind of soothing, but when it's like silent, then it's a little more unnerving. I can see it for sure. I remember, you know what's funny is like how deeply rooted the phenomenon of liminal spaces can go. Like, I remember being a pretty young kid, so this was like, you know, well before liminal space horror was like a thing. Well, a widespread thing. And even before the internet was like, you know, this would have been like dial-up internet days. I remember because my dad would usually have to work late sometimes, and I'd ask him, like, I remember asking him one time, like, aren't you ever scared of being in, like, a big office building all by yourself? And he was like, why would that be scary? And I'm like, I don't know, it just seems like it would be. And I thought about that recently, and I was like, oh shit, that was me being aware of liminal spaces as a young child. That's cool. Will we see the raccoon Xyz? There's a raccoon Xyz? Oh, you're talking about the baby raccoon Xyz. Yeah. I thought you meant a Melfi one specifically. Back in Hex's day, waves came. No, I remember dial-up internet. I was a pretty young kid, but I do remember. Also, GG's Elementian. Thank you for stopping by and for the game. I remember like wanting to look up pictures of dinosaurs and like, you know, Mr. K will hop in with you here, and you know, the image loading extremely slowly. Just like going down the and websites in general, like it would always start from the top and it would go like down. I remember being able to trace the page loading down the scan lines of our monitor, right? GLHF Blizzard. Remember when Marble Hornets was still being released on YouTube? Oh, I remember that too. That was a great time. I remember, oh, what did I'm trying to remember if I found, how did I find Marble Hornets? Because it wasn't somebody telling me about it, because I was the one who told people at school about it. And then they were like, whoa! So where did I must have just stumbled across it online somewhere. God, Marble Hornets. Now I'm gonna go back and rewatch some of those episodes. That's one of those series that, like, sometimes it was a little slow, but, like, when stuff happened, oh my god. Well, you know what? You know what's funny? I could actually probably go through their uploads and pick out the instance when I started watching, because I remember certain... Hang on, what am I doing here? This is Foxy Tune? Yeah. I remember certain videos coming out. I remember the start of the new, like, season where they were in, like, the hotel room. It was a little bit after, no, before that, when I started watching. Stumble Upon? I remember trying to get into Stumble Upon and not really getting into it. But I do remember Stumble Upon, yeah. That was around the same time that I started using, Reddit. I was gonna say back when Reddit was cool, but like, no, it was really just I was in high school and I thought Reddit was cool. Wow, Stumble Upon, that's like triggering some core memories. I haven't thought about that in forever. I believe we're very close in age, so we likely have similar reference points. Yee. I am 31, for those who don't know. Was born in 93, baby. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's get you. Peak 8, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing well. Yeah, we don't need Wagon because we already have the field spell, so we'll just get Madam Spider. And then we can just add Ghost Ogre. Born in 91? Hell yeah. Yep, 93. That was when Magic came out as well. What else happened in 93? Lots of things, I'm sure. Oh yeah, Charcuterie. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna say. No, like when I say I'm a Yugi boomer, like I started playing when Pharaoh's Servant was the latest set, and I remember that specifically because I remember posters in this like comic book shop nearest my house. It wasn't like super close, but I remember the comic book store having posters advertising Labyrinth of Nightmare releasing soon in 2003. So to give a yeah, we're done here, right? I can set this to give like a frame of reference of when I played or when I started playing. Metal Raiders, they got me early. You know what's funny is I could have been gotten earlier, but when Yu-Gi-Oh! Very first came out, I was like, this is dumb. This is just a knockoff of Pokemon. I don't know why. Was that like a common thing among other kids or like kids at your schools as well? I remember all the kids at my school were like, Yu-Gi-Oh's dumb. It's just a knockoff of Pokemon. But like, they're not even the same thing at all. But I fell into that peer pressure. But then eventually kids at my school started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyway, and then I was like, alright, well, I guess I'll just play it now, too. And then I started getting hooked, so I was, the only reason I didn't start playing sooner is I was just completely at the whim of the peer pressure of my peers. I guess they're both TCGs? I guess, yeah. Targeting Extreme Session. That's fine. Never got into Digimon. I never did either. At all, actually. I still really don't know anything at all about Digimon, to be totally honest. I didn't as a kid, and honestly still don't like now that they can talk. I don't know why that's a deal breaker for me, but it kind of is. And that they poop. I remember I know that's a thing too. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I like that Pokemon, like, we don't really talk about Pokemon pooping. That's like not, I'm good. Even as a kid, you know, like, I was never a fan of, like, gross out stuff. Like, Garbage Pail Kids? I hated Garbage Pail Kids as a kid. I didn't like looking at them. I thought they were just awful. I'm like, why do people like this? As the intended targeted audience, I would look at it and think, why do people enjoy this? Tamagotchi? I remember wanting a Tamagotchi when I was a kid. I remember wanting specifically the one with, okay, this isn't a Tamagotchi, but, remember when Mega Man Battle Network games were a thing, and there was, like, the accompanying anime? Well, they also had, like, a Net Navi Tamagotchi style thing. I really, really, really wanted one, but I never got one. I don't know why. Well, I'm assuming my parents just, like, I probably asked my parents for it at a time when it wasn't, like, my birthday or a holiday, and they said no, because, you know, of course. And then I just forgot about it or something. I don't know. I loved the garbage things. GG's, Mr. K. Thanks for coming by. I super appreciate it. Yeah, no, listen, I don't think Garbage Pail Kids are, like, awful or anything. I understand why people like them, but I don't personally have that attachment. In fact, the opposite. Cookie Biscuit. I'll hop in with you here. Triple in the Imperm and the opening hand wasn't going to win here. Oh, that's brutal. Yeah, that'd do it. Do kids in middle/elementary school still follow children's media like that, or has video games like Fortnite and Roblox taken over as... So, from what... Okay, so from, like... So, like, I don't have kids, but, like, I have, like, nieces and nephews, and I have, like, friends who have kids. So, like, from what I can tell interacting with them, kids' shows are still very much a thing. Like there are trends for kids shows, right? Like Bluey is a good example. Like, Bluey's really popular. I remember a few years ago... See, well, I don't know if it's just, like, specifically, like, kids in general, or rather, let me rephrase that. I don't know if it's kids in general or specifically my friends' kids, because, like, you know, kids always have their own things they're into. Like, I remember a few years ago, one of my friend's kids was into the Miraculous Ladybug show, because I went over to my friend's house and it was on, and we just ended up watching a couple episodes, and I'm like, the show's actually, this isn't bad. Like, this is only, like Miraculous Ladybug, I was like, this is only, like, half a step removed from, like, an average anime, really. So I was like, I can understand why kids like this show. I think that as kids get older, like middle school age, it's a little more about personalities. Which, to be fair, was also kind of true back in the day, right? But I think now, instead of, like, general celebrity worship, it's more specifically, like, YouTubers, streamers, social media influencers. And I think that, in particular, kids latch onto those more than, like, quote-unquote real celebrities, because there's, like, a barrier removed, right? Like, you know, back in the 90s or early 2000s or whatever, you could be into, like, whatever celebrity you want, but there wasn't really a way to ever realistically interact with them, aside from, like, I don't know, writing a letter and maybe hoping that somehow, against hope, they would write back, right? But, like, now, a middle schooler can follow, like, a social media, and, you know, you can, like, comment or, like, respond to their posts, and there's, like, you know, if someone even, like, likes the post back, then that's kind of that moment of, like, oh, they interacted with me, you know, right? So I think that's kind of why, again, for more middle schoolers, or as kids get older, it tends to be more, like, social media, a little more social media influence rather than, like, a television show, right? Would be my guess. I don't have kids. I'm not an expert in any way, shape, or form in this shit. That's just kind of what I've observed, personally. The rise of social media influencers is very different from our childhood. Yeah, it's similar and not in a lot of ways. It's like, you know, compare and contrast. I've been told I'll enjoy watching Bluey. Yeah, no, so I'm thinking back to other, like, kids shows. Because I remember like, one time going over to one of my siblings' houses, and one of my nieces / nephews was watching... What do I want to keep here? Listen to this. They were watching Paw Patrol, and I was like, this is whatever, you know? This isn't, like... I don't think this is particularly compelling, but sure. What was it? Oh, there was another show they were watching where I was like... I was like, this is not a good show. Like, not as in, like, this is bad, children shouldn't be watching this, but I'm like, I was just like, this show sucks. It was about some, like, race car that would just, like, always win and just felt really full of himself. Blaze! It was Blaze something. I remember the name Blaze, or whatever. And, like, sitting, and, like, you know, in the course of hanging out with them, like, watching Blaze and the Monster Machines, yep. I don't remember what specifically it was, but over the course of hanging out with my sibling and a couple of those episodes being on, I remember just thinking, like, dude, fuck this car. I hate this show. I hate this guy. No, it was Blaze and the Monster Machines. Yeah, I remember now. my son also loves that one. Target a monster your opponent's graveyard, shuffle into the deck, then you can send a feed monster from your deck to the graveyard. Do I want that to happen? I won't ash that, that's fine. Agreed, you also don't... Okay, I feel a lot more justified in this right now. I'm like... Because I remember one of the main things I was thinking... Again, only a few episodes were on, but over like 3 episodes, I remember thinking, like... This fucking car doesn't ever have to overcome anything. He just kind of always wins. And I remember that pissing me off. Which is like, I'm laughing at this because I'm like, it's funny how, like, I remember more about that than, like, you know, the actual conversation I had seeing my sibling. But, like... Car be like, nah, I'd actually win. Were you guys Ash against Heroes? Is it Increase? I think that's right. I know for Valor or Imperm, isn't it Vion? But I know Vion also has multiple effects. I actually Increase. If I lose, it's on you. Fair enough. It ended their turn. Hell yeah. It does seem like a weird thing to show people or show kids that naturally talented people. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's always like hard to say what meaning kids are gonna infer from things, right? Like, I don't think, again, I'm not actually saying this is a bad show to kids because it shows that people just have talent and you don't have to try, you know, whatever. It's like I just kind of like it just kind of annoyed me more than anything that I was like, this smug little stupid-ass car has never had to struggle for a thing in his goddamn life and acts like he's the best. Also, good ash bait there. This stupid car has never had to struggle for anything in his life. There's something funny about that sentence. Hex, calm down. Oh, that's good. What are other kids shows that I'm aware of? Or that I've, like, seen tangentially? I already talked about Miraculous Ladybug. That one was good. Again, I was like, this is actually a pretty legit good show. Oh, Bluey. I've never seen Bluey, but I've heard good things. I know nothing about Bluey, so, like, every time I'm at, like, the store and I see something Bluey, I just think, like, I think of the Louis C.K., his show. You know how his show's theme song was like, Bluey, Louie. I always think, Bluey, 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 Bluey. But, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be comparing a kid's show to Louis C.K. Anyway. Yeah, we had a whole load of paleos there. Hex is calm about Yu-Gi-Oh, but God forbid you bring up that car. Listen, I'm not bothered by my opponent getting lucky, but when smug little entitled pieces of shit start showing up... I'm kidding, I don't care that much. Alright. Let's start by flipping this. How do you feel about the Cars Domain Expansion Trucker Raceway Expedition? Wow, that's a... If when I woke up this morning, I was forced to write down 10,000 sentences I thought I would hear today, that would not have been on the list. Cars. What have I seen? Did I even... That's right, I have seen Cars 2, because that was the spy movie, and that was when I was like, I'm not watching another Cars movie again, and I have held true to that since. Cars 2 was also one of those instances of, like, I watched, because I was, like, in high school. I was coming out of high school, I think, when that came out. What year did Cars 2 come out? I think I was a junior in high school. No, 2011. What month, actually, though? June? Oh, I had just graduated high school. And, yeah, friends were like, let's go see Cars 2. And I was like, sure, why not? And I was like, this movie fucking sucks. This sucks. And not even just because it's a kid's movie. It just wasn't a good movie. Just, like, giving random characters domain expansion. Hell yeah. My son is obsessed with Cars, i.e. I watched the 3 of them. I thought there were 4 Cars movies. Were there not? Okay, as someone who watches the 3 of them on repeat, would you agree with my statement that Cars 2 is, like, not a good movie? I've never seen 3, and I could not tell you the last time I saw the first one. I literally couldn't at all, actually, now that I think about it, but... Internet's being weird today? Oof. Inside Out 2 is out. I've still never seen the first one, actually. I actually, wow, God, when was the last time I think the last time I went to a theater was the second Spider-Verse movie. That was the last, that was like, over a year ago, too. I don't go to movies that often. That's not even like a COVID thing. Like, even before COVID, I didn't go to that many movies. But one movie I was kind of thinking about possibly seeing, that's in theaters right now, is the new Planet of the Apes movie. Because I really, really liked the reboot trilogy. I thought those movies were very, very good. I thoroughly enjoyed them. The Wyatt... What was the other director's name? Because Wyatt did the first one. I don't remember the name of the director who did the other two. But those are really good movies. Love the movies. Seen Planet of the Apes a few weeks ago. Hell yeah. I've been watching a lot of DC animated movies at home lately. Oh yeah, Rise to Full Height. In fact, over the past week and a half? 2 weeks? Week and a half, I think. I've seen 11 of them. Well, I was talking earlier in the stream about no, not Son of Batman, Batman versus Robin. That movie surprised me with how good it was. I read the title and I was like, this movie sounds stupid as hell. But then actually watching it, I was like, yeah, this is really good. What am I doing here? I never know what to do against Paleo. I could make Peep and like try to start banishing face down cards. That's it. Is that a good idea? I'm just gonna end. My favorite of the 11 I have watched so far is Superman Red Sun. That's the one where it's kind of like a what if story. Like, what if as a baby Superman crash landed in the middle of Russia instead of Smallville, Kansas. That movie was very, very good. That's easily been my favorite so far. Number 2, actually, I have my Google Doc list. I can pull it up here. Number 2, I put Justice League versus the Fatal Five because I'm a big DCAU head, and that is canon to that universe. And it was a really good movie. Actually, that was a really good movie. I liked both the struggles of Starboy and Jessica Cruz. Hey, what's up, Bolner? I believe in you, Zayameen. Yeah. Okay, so number 1, I have Superman Red Sun. Number 2, Justice League versus the Fatal Five. Number 3, Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 2. Number 4, Batman vs. Robin. Number 5 is Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1. Number 6 is Son of Batman. I have Flashpoint Paradox as number 7, which might be controversial to some people. But upon re-watching that movie, because I hadn't seen it since it like first came out in 2013 or 14 or whatever, upon re-watching it, I was like, this isn't quite as good as I remember it being. It's fine. Then number 8, I have Justice League War. Number 9, I have Batman Bad Blood. Number 10, I have Batman and Harley Quinn, which it might be a little low for that one. And then number 11, oh my god. Number 11 at the bottom of my list is Justice League Throne of Atlantis. Because, my god, why does Aquaman only have one story? That the Throne of Atlantis movie is about Aquaman having an evil brother who's trying to usurp his throne. Meanwhile, he's discovering that he's half Atlantean, half human. Stops his brother from declaring a war on the surface world and takes his role as the king of Atlantis. That's like that's like every Aquaman movie I've ever seen. Why does that Aquaman's only story? I'm just hearing Batman a lot. So I started going in order, but then I jumped around to watch a couple of them. Also, my field is getting elemental bursted. Like, I wanted to see Crisis on Infinite Earths, so I went out of my way to watch those first. Same with Red Sun, and then also DCAU movies. After that, I'm going in DCAMU, which is the DC Animated Movie Universe. Totally not confusing with the DCAU, which is the show and a couple of movies. But now I'm going in release order. Or, like, not even release order. I think I looked up a timeline video, and I'm just following that order now. But, you know, I will say, the two movies that I thought were going to be dumb just based on the title, which were Son of Batman and Batman vs. Robin, surprised me with how good they were. Especially Batman vs. Robin. Why must these big superhero movies have very confusing timelines? Or be very confusing timeline-wise? I don't know. That's a good question. So it's your icon is so cool. Thank you. But yeah, Superman Red Sun was just a legit good movie. Like, even more than being a good superhero movie, it was just legitimately a good film. I highly recommend it. Justice League versus the Fatal Five, like I said, I have that so high because it's DCAU canon. Well, it's DCAU canon, but again, also, it does tell a really compelling story. I really like Jessica Cruz as the lead, Green Lantern. Starboy was also a very, very good depiction of, like, just struggling with mental illness in general. I thought they did that very well. Justice League versus the Fatal Five actually explores how fucked up it is to just chuck somebody into Arkham, which I really appreciate. Not a lot of the DCAU stuff really talks about that a lot, but that was just cool scenes. It was a good movie overall. Crisis on Infinite Earths. Those are the most recent DC animated movies. And that is, it's funny because you talk about timelines and continuities being weird. Crisis on Infinite Earths, as the title might imply, like, literally combines all of the DC canon. So, but it's been a very good watch. Or they were very good watches. Part 3 comes out in July, I believe. Looking very much forward to that. And then, yeah, number 4, I have Batman vs. Robin. Which, again, that title sounds stupid. Like, I read that and I was like, this is going to be a dumb movie. But they actually gave compelling reasons for the two to be, like, opposed in this film. And they didn't focus too hard on it. Like, I think Batman vs. Robin is supposed to be an attention-grabbing title more than anything else. But, because, like, it's not really even about them, like, physically fighting, right? It's more about them just being at odds. I don't know, it was a really good movie. Batman and Robin with Arnie. Yeah, I was trying to think to myself, like, okay, so after I do all the animated ones, am I just gonna go through and do all the live-action ones? And it's part of me that's like, why not? Like, let's just watch everything DC at this point. But yeah, then I have Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1, which I already kind of talked about. Son of Batman was another one that I read the title and I was like, this is too flashy in the title. I think this movie is going to be stupid as hell, but it wasn't. It was fine. It was good. I think everything from Justice League War and up, so everything I have 1 through 8, I would consider to be, like, good. I enjoyed watching them. Okay, but Batman and Harley Quinn. So that movie was very interesting. I don't know. It wasn't bad. I have it as my second lowest one, but it wasn't bad. I just, they could have done more, I think is more what I came away with that. Also, GG's Cookie Biscuit. Thank you for coming by and playing. I super appreciate it. No, that's the wrong one. I meant to say... No, that's also the wrong one. I meant to say thank you for the duel. We'll go down here and play against Trap Plays, aka Pacifist Rat. Damien is a great little shit that improves character. Yes, okay, so, spoilers for these movies, by the way. I've been kind of dancing around spoilers up to this point, but now I'll get a little more specific. I'm sorry, I guess I did spoil Throne of Atlantis, but again, Aquaman has one story, so I didn't really spoil anything for you. No, when I started Son of Batman, again, from the title alone, I was like, ugh, I feel like this is going to be dumb. And then, when Damien started doing stuff on screen, I was like, God, this little piece of shit, I can't stand him. But that was definitely a reaction that you as the viewer are supposed to have when you first meet him. And he grew on me a lot more in that one movie than I thought he was going to. A lot more, actually. I didn't think I was going to be, like, rooting for him at all. I thought I was going to hate him the whole time, but no, I like him. He's good. He's good. Yeah, great little shit is, like, the perfect way to describe him, honestly. I just got a DM. I got a message from my roommate. who said, "My impression from seeing a few minutes of Bluey is that it's Peppa Pig, but not crap. Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop." No, that's all good. Interesting. I've never seen Peppa Pig, so I don't really have a frame of reference for that. Also, was that Maxie? No, it was Droll and Lockbird. Okay. Droll and Lockbird. She's lurking. Yeah, my roommate's lurking. IRL. It's good. Peppa Pig is really mean and not good for kids. I've heard that. Okay, let me think about this for a second. So we got Drolled, which is pretty not good for this deck. But we can still make plays. I just gotta figure out what they are. Like, but that's the thing. Even if I go for Exceed's Armor Torpedo, I can't activate the effect because of Droll. Wow, this is rough. I think this is actually a turn ender. I think Droll is actually a turn ender here. Even though I do have other stuff in hand. It's just like, without being able to add any of it. Yeah, I think I have to do this. I've heard that about Peppa Pig. That Peppa Pig is not good for children. That it is too mean. Ooh, it's Valance. Is she just like too insulting? Could it end on an 11? Could I have ended on an 11? Like, I don't know actually. Do you know reveal 3 special? Oh, I could have ended on 11. You're right. I should have done that then. It kind of leaves you with nothing to do on a follow-up turn, though. That's the problem with that. Although, to be fair, I'm probably just going to lose here, but... Yeah, I should have ended on 11. Oh well, it's not a big deal. What else? What else is there? But yeah, I don't know. I've just been watching these movies while I, like, edit videos and stuff. Because, I go in phases with a lot of YouTube channels, and I'm kind of, like, out of my phase with, like, almost everything I regularly watch on YouTube. So I was kind of looking for something else to watch. And then that's when I stumbled across this YouTube channel. The Watchtower Database is what it's called. That's, like, all about DCAU stuff. And I was like, well, I really like DCAU. And so I started watching their videos, and then they were the ones with the movie timeline video. And then that's when I was like, oh, yeah, that's what I can watch in my downtime. I'll just watch these movies while I'm editing stuff. What did I watch last night, actually? I watched 2 of them last night. Oh, last night I watched Batman vs. Robin and Batman Bad Blood. Batman Bad Blood was, like, weird. It wasn't bad, it was just kind of weird. It was the first time I had ever seen Batwing, though. He was cool. I didn't realize how recent of an addition to the Bat team he was. Like, because I remember he appeared on screen, and I was like, oh, Batwing, I've heard of this guy. Wasn't he like a late 90s, early 2000s thing? But I think he was like 2010s is when he made his comic debut. That's Lucius Fox's son, who gets in like an Iron Man style bat suit. He's cool. I like him. That movie also had Batwoman in it, which I never really appreciated. Well, because I knew who Batgirl was, but I guess I never really fully appreciated or realized that Batwoman is a totally different character. They were not a literal Batwing, right? No, he's got like a silver and light blue. It actually is a really good color scheme. He's got like a silver and light blue bat suit that can like fly. It's kind of like it feels like it's almost the prototype to Terry's Batman Beyond suit. Because it's like, it's bigger and clunkier, but it does a lot of the same things. Also, GG's. Pacifist Rat, thank you for coming by. Super appreciate it. What's Steel's deal? Superman fan who stepped up when Soups died temporarily? What is Steel's deal? I know he was played by Shaquille O'Neal, to continue the rhyming scheme. Wilton121. I see you in here. Let's pop in for a game. They don't really explore his background in the DCAU. He's just kind of like there. He's one of the very many heroes, just kind of like there and unlimited. But I think it is implied that he worked with Supergirl, so maybe that's where that was from. Because him and Supergirl are pretty tight. Steel and Supergirl are pretty tight in that show. That's all good. You don't have to apologize. I was saying this to people earlier, too. You don't have to apologize for opening well. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! We're here to beat each other up with cards. You know? So, you are all good. Thank you for coming by, Pacifist Rat. I super appreciate it. Steel. What do I know about Steel? He was voiced by Phil Lamar in DCAU. Phil Lamar is just one of my favorite voice actors. His voice always sounds good. I have it normal, right? Yeah, because I use Foxy Tunes, so we add Charcusai here. The JLU episodes focusing on the smaller tier heroes are great. Yes. One of my favorite JLU episodes is called Patriot Act. And it's all about General Eiling hulking out and trying to find Superman to fight him, while a bunch of lower tier heroes have to like fend him off. It's like Green Arrow, Shining Knight, Vigilante, Stargirl, and Speedy and Crimson Avenger show up later for backup. But it's like, it's all a bunch of heroes who don't have powers, basically trying to fight the Hulk. It's a really good episode. Very, very good episode, actually. Another really good one that has a lot of minor heroes is Task Force X, which is their Suicide Squad episode. But it's a kids show, so they can't call it the Suicide Squad, so they call it Task Force X instead. That's another very, very good episode. Testing it for the Meta Weekly? Hell yeah. I hope you do well. Which I'm sure you will, because you're you. Pacifist Rat is a very good duelist, for those who are not aware. What are other really good JLU episodes that have, like, minor heroes? Booster Gold. Booster Gold has its own episode, but a lot of people don't like it because it kind of, like, rewrites the character of Booster Gold to be a little bit more of a, like, nerd slash loser, I guess. But I think it's fine. I don't know. I don't have a lot of attachment to Booster Gold, though, aside from that episode. So maybe that's why I think that way. It's a shame that Blue Beetle never ended up showing up in the DCAU. There's actually a whole video on that channel I was talking about that was describing why that was the case. Basically, Blue Beetle was a relatively recent acquisition by DC at the time, and they just weren't really certain if they had the rights to use Blue Beetle. Like, because the rights to Blue Beetle were split between comics and, like, TV slash movie adaptations. So DC was like, we definitely have the comic rights to Blue Beetle now, but they weren't sure if they had, like, again, television rights. So that's why Blue Beetle wasn't in the Justice League Unlimited. But he was in spin-off comics, and is shown hanging out with Booster Gold in those, which is cool. '08 with Horus Tier 4 with Rescue Ace. It is like that sometimes, you know. You know what? I can actually go for a little more plays here. Oh, wait, no, I can't. Thank God for that option. To just not add something. Did I already use the in-hand effect of Deer now? I think even if I did, I wouldn't do it anyway, so... I think this is good enough. I'm just going to set 2 and pass. Booster Gold is cool. I like Booster Gold. He had a good episode. in JLU. The Cat and the Canary is another good episode about non-major heroes. That one's about Black Canary trying to help Wildcat. God, I could go on and on and on and on and on about DC stuff. I've been ever since a year ago. I did my big rewatch where I was like, I loved these shows when I was a kid. I'm gonna watch through every single one of them. Well, no, it actually did only start as me watching Batman the Animated Series, because I was like, because not only had I not really seen it all the way through, but I barely remembered watching it as a kid, right? So I was kind of like, I want to see. I was waiting for an Imseti, that's why I didn't Ash Blossom earlier. I'll keep on holding it now, I guess. I was like, I want to rewatch these. I want to see them in order. I want to see like what I think of them as an adult. I want to actually remember what happens in them instead of only having like hazy memories as a kid. Same with Superman's show. Like whoa. Okay, that was unexpected. Like with Superman's show, I'd only seen it a couple of times as a kid, so I just didn't really remember a lot of what happened. Justice League was not only when I was older that came out, but I also watched it a lot more often. So that one, I should have used this Ash Blossom at some point. So that one I am a little more like I remember it, you know. Okay, actually now I'll use Ash Blossom. So I do not want them to add Raw Sphere mode. Question, yes, Question and Huntress. I love Question. Actually, Question might be one of my favorite characters from JLU. He's very, very good. I like him quite a bit. There's a line in Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1, I think. Yeah, it must be Part 1, because it's when they're all showing up on the Monitor's ship. And Blue Beetle, it's Blue Beetle who speaks up, because Question is like, you know, of course, getting all conspiracy mode about like, why were we brought here anyway, blah, 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 blah. And Blue Beetle's like, oh yeah, don't worry about this guy, he's from my world, his name's Question. And then someone else chimes in and is like, well, why, because he never shuts the hell up? I was like, that's good. Good stuff. Rorschach, but less of a misanthrope. That is exactly, yes, I would exactly describe that as Question's character. He literally has, he's very close to Rorschach in terms of like having the thing over his face and everything. But he's not as much of an asshole. God, what are you doing here? What was that in response to, I wonder? Yeah, I'm obviously fine with this being the only Horus effect that goes off here. Which is why I left that one. I do love it whenever Question actually says, that is the question. Oh no, opening both Bonfire and the Poplar. That's brutal. Oh, that's another reason, because somebody was... Ooh, Royal Kingstark. Very, very nice. Someone asked way, way long ago why you always play 40, and I talked about the Rescue Ace spell and trap cards, but Poplar is another reason why you always play over 40, in my opinion. I mean, you can play 40. It's not like that's a 40 card Rescue Ace deck is bad, but in addition to not wanting to draw like Rescue, Contain, Extinguish, or Alert, you definitely do not want to draw Poplar like literally ever. Okay, Shooter1999, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing well. start with this. Got the airlifter? Hell yeah. Called by the Grave. That's not good. What am I doing? I could have stopped that. It doesn't matter, actually. We should still be fine. Oh yeah, we'll definitely be fine. I always forget about this effect of Jam Dragon Drive. This card's actually cracked. It's pretty good. Pretty good card. I could go into XYZ armor stuff from here, actually. Might end up doing that. Doesn't matter, I'm just doing this for the draw. This deck can draw a pretty absurd amount of cards in a pretty short amount of time, can it? I don't know why I changed that to attack mode, I'm just gonna make XYZ armor. No, I'm going to make... What am I doing? I'm just going to make Pep. Whee! Battle. Big! GG's, Wilton. Battle Fader. I always think it too. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate you stopping on in. Let's play against Shu-Chan. Probably only going to do a couple more before I get going here. I wonder how people have been doing in Indie. First all of the day, the Tempai opening it all. No! Ooh, we're going first, okay. Yeah, I'll pitch Ogre Dance there. Okay, there's Ash Blossom. Alright, let's see if this gets negated too. No? Okay. There it is, there it is. I knew you had it. I knew you did. It's good old-fashioned feeling. Alright. Okay. Ash Blossom has already been used. We could still get nibbed. But that is the biggest threat moving forward, I believe. Imperm in certain spots might also suck. I'm pretty sure you can imperm... Yeah, because it's like Rescue Cat. If you imperm Rising Carp before it activates its effect on field, then it will still be negated because it... Even though it's in the graveyard, it's still activated on the field. So it's still negated. Rock is not real. Exactly. Exactly. You understand. This one. Yes. I don't know why I always think about that. Don't scare me like that. Alright, yeah, give me the Madam Spider. It's okay. Nib isn't real, and it cannot hurt me. Just banish an Ogre Dance. Actually, we can do XYZ armor stuff with this hand because we never used our Foxy tune. Oh my god, and we... Oh, okay, we have a ton of options now. I think we're gonna do XYZ armor stuff first. That might be the only thing we end up doing. We'll see. No, wait, we'll have... Oh, no. We'll have enough materials to make a rank 8, too. We should, anyway. Oh, God. Yeah, we'll do this. That's why I don't just waste the Xayamine on the Rising Carp. Okay, now those are both still in deck? They are, which means we do the 4 first. $10-minute tier combo that went through... Oh, Tomahawk Auroradon Curious. Sitting on Baron Cross Sheep Rokalos. Yeah, you don't have to do an Auroradon combo line to end that board. To end on that board. You can definitely just end on a board like that with, like, a pretty average sheer hand most of the time. It's why I often say that, like, you know, Auroradon, not nearly as scary as it looks. It's, like, just almost never optimal is the thing. I still remember when Halki Fibrox got banned, and everyone was all like, no, you have to ban Auroradon! You have to! If you don't, this deck is still as broken as it was before! And I was like, what? No? Huh? And then, lo and behold, it was not nearly as broken as it was before. Would you believe that it's harder to put 2 level 7s on the field than a tuner and any other monster? Turns out it is. You know? Alright. This is like a full turn 1 end board for this deck. We got Da Punks, we got Da Armor XYZ, and we got Da Horus stuff. I miss Hulk. I'm glad Hulk was hit. Ah, the dichotomy of chat. Hulk absolutely deserved to go to 0, but I also completely just miss Halki Fibrox. God, Adventure 10U is such a cool deck. God, I love that deck so much. But it had to go. I'll just do this. I'm sorry, Shu-chan, I have everything. But was I the one saying earlier that there's no need to apologize? Well, it's different when it's different when it's other people apologizing to me, as opposed to me apologizing to other people, of course, but we're all here to beat each other up with cards. That's what we're here for. You can see in a vacuum the issue people have with Auroradon, but in reality ends up being a subpar YouTube Wombo combo card. See, what gets me is, like, you know, I'll make the argument that, like, Auroradon doesn't need to be hit in Master Duel and could be unbanned at TCG. Its power level is low. And then people are like, power level doesn't matter if the card creates non-game states. And I'm like, well, I don't really think Auroradon creates non-game states. But then I'll say shit about, like, Exodia. Like, Exodia should be banned because it's only FTKs, which are non-game states. And people are like, well, it's not that good, though, so it's fine. I'm just like, I don't understand how other people don't see, like, such a clear discrepancy in those arguments, right? Like, it just kind of baffles me. I just wish people were more honest and would just say, like, I like this strategy, so I think it's okay. I would have a lot more... I mean, I still disagree with that fundamentally, but I'd have a lot more respect than what a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players do, is try to, like, dance around with all these, like, terminologies and, like, well, that's not exactly a non-game state, or, like, well, it's better to hit the ceiling than the consistency, and it's like, well, okay, can we have, like, an actual conversation, one? And two, like, I don't know. It's just like, it just seems like a clear discrepancy there. I like Floodgate Trap Hole no matter how dumb it is. Like, look, that's another great example. Like, I hate Floodgate Trap Hole. I don't think the card needs to get banned just because I don't want to play against it. But, well, I think the biggest example for me is Flandries and M-Pen. I hate Flandries. I hate playing under M-Pen. I absolutely loathe it. But I don't think that M-Pen should be at 1. I think M-Pen should be at 3. I don't think it deserves to be at 1. And I think it would be extremely disingenuous for me to say that it's okay for M-Pen to be at 1 because it creates non-game states, when really what I would mean if I said something like that is that I find it hard to play through M-Pen and I don't like doing so, you know? Exodia is at 1 for a reason. It should be at 0. Like, nostalgia is fun, but if we want to ban cards for creating non-game states and FTKs, then why would Exodia not go? Like, that's literally the only thing that Exodia is good for. And before, well, actually, Pushes Up Glasses, they just released a fusion in the OCG. It's like, okay. But... yeah, no, it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, it does make sense to me. I just wish people would acknowledge the bias. Like, I don't care if somebody straight up said, I'm biased against, like, Isold FTKs, but I'm biased for Exodia FTKs. That's why I like them more. I would say, okay, that's valid. But, I don't know. But instead, people try to come up with all these arguments. By the way, GG's Shu Shan, thank you very much for coming by. And some people try to come up with all these like arguments of, no, this is why Exodia is okay, and other FTKs are not. And it's like, just say you like it. It's okay. You can just say you like it. Ban the hands and the legs, just have the face. See Toad and Alnick chilling down here. GG Hex, crazy turn 1 board. Thanks for coming by, Shooter. I super appreciate it. Sorry to Maxi and add insult to injury, but yeah, no, I just kind of had the nuts there. But thanks for coming by. I super appreciate that. Print a different version of the head and turn it into a real archetype. Yeah, that's another reason why I don't understand people defending Exodia. Because, again, if they were defending it and they would acknowledge that it's nostalgia, then I would understand it. But, like, even of the FTKs, Exodia is the most boring one. You just draw the pieces and then you auto-win. It's not, you don't even, like, burn. You don't even, like, deck out. You don't do anything, like, you know, it's just, you just draw cards until you win. And it's like, huh? Well, I don't get the Yugi Boomer perspective of it either, when Yugi Boomers are like, you know, Yugi Boomers are like, all Yu-Gi-Oh! Is nowadays is just drawing a million cards and then winning on the first turn. But, like, Yugi Boomers are what popularizes, like, Exodia FTK videos on YouTube. It's why those have so many views. And it's like, again, just such a clear discrepancy of, like, this is what the thing you like does. Gives a second player a better chance. Just a yeah, we simply max C into the Exodia. That's good. That's good. Turns 0 TK, not even FTK, but a 0 turn kill. Winning before it's even your turn. That actually happened in the anime once. That happened in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. In Season 2, it was the Satellite Cannon guy versus the Arcana Force guy. And the Satellite Cannon guy was gonna, like, burn No, was gonna swing in for lethal by skipping... Oh, what is that card that skips into your next battle phase? He used that spell, and then was gonna just OTK, or FTK, and the Arcana Force dude had, like, an Arcana Force hand trap that was basically just like, nah, you take the damage instead and lose. I was like, cool. It was actually kind of a neat moment in the anime. I won't lie. It was pretty neat. Although I will say, what was his name? Sartorius, I think? Arcana Force guy kind of had the Pegasus problem, which isn't really a thing. I just kind of coined it now, I guess. The Pegasus problem being Yu-Gi-Oh! Villains become far less interesting when they're just cheating blatantly the entire time. I guess Sartorius never outright cheated, but he did the whole, like, manipulating fate thing quite a bit. But yeah, like, I think Pegasus was only an interesting villain because he had tunes. I guess it was cool seeing Yugi come up with a way to, like, beat the hand scan ability. That was kind of cool. Is Rescue Hamster a modern Yu-Gi-Oh card? And if so, is it good? I don't know what it does or when it came out off the top of my head, so I really can't answer either question. Do I just give up? I think I just give up Gabu here. What is modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is, like, highly subjective. Everyone's gonna have different answers. It's usually based on how long they've been playing the game. Like, there's a part of me when I think of modern Yu-Gi-Oh! That kind of thinks of, like, 5D's format, which was, like, over 15 years... 15? Oh my god, it was over 15 years ago. Fuck. So, like, is that really modern Yu-Gi-Oh? Probably not. I guess, I don't know. Pendulum moving forward might be modern Yu-Gi-Oh? Ooh, can I do... No, not really. That's fine. I'll do the Galaxy Eyes. Farfa had a lot of backlash on it. About what modern Yu-Gi-Oh was, or whether Rescue Hamster was good. What does Rescue Hamster do? Oh, this is the one for Pendulums. Right. This card, like, never saw play, right? Unless it was played in, like, Pepe, and I don't remember. I don't think it was. I quit the TCG right when Pepe was becoming Tier 0. Was that Lubellion? That's fine. Pendulum effect. You can banish this card from your pen zone, add 2 face of Pendulum monsters standing from your extract to your hand. Can only use effect once per duel. This card is normal summoned. Normal summon this turn, you have face up lower 5 lower Pendulum monster in your extract. You can trigger this card, choose one lower 5 lower Pendulum monster from your extract, which will 2 copies. Same name. I don't know. I don't know if this card was ever played or not. I consider Modern to be once they figured out how to put a hard once per turn anyway. That's still pretty vague, because they were they did it sometimes back in the day. Instant Fusion is a notable one. Instant Fusion is like a 2006 card, or something like that, and it's a hard once per turn. But then you'll have, like, Super Heavy Samurai Soul Piercer, which is like a 2017 card that does not have any amount of a once per turn on it. So, I think even that's still pretty hit or miss. I mean, to be fair, I chose two pretty extreme examples, but... I think in a lot of ways... Ooh, hang on. I have to bounce this Drew Swarm. Because if it battles into Galaxy, then I'm going to have to deal with the effect anyway. Yeah, because initially I was like, oh, I'll just let it attack into the Galaxy. But then I'm like, oh, it can still send something. So, yeah, I should do this now. I think the main reason Instant Fusion has a hard once per turn is because of magical... Oh my god. Is because of Magical Scientists. I think Magical Scientists taught them, like, okay, we can't just let them turbo out all the fusion monsters. Well, I think they were afraid that, like, you could maybe still catapult Turtle OTK even with 3 instant fusions, but... I'm kind of, what's the word? Extrapolating a little bit there. The era we are in feels a lot different from some of those untuned Link decks. The era we're in now feels different than when Master Duel first came out, honestly. I was thinking about that with the Limit 1 Festival. It's shocking how much, like, you would not think that much... Oh my god, I actually have a really dirty counter to this. Oh, I have a really dirty counter to this. Yeah, compare Limit 1 back when it first came out to Limit 1, you know, a month ago. And it's astounding, the power level difference between when Master Duel first came out and right now. And that's only, like, just barely under 2 years. Yeah, I'll negate that. Oh, I didn't have to do that. I have Ghost Ogre. That was a misplay. That's a negate effect, right? Yeah, okay. Limit 1 felt just like Constructed. It was not like that last time. It was not like that when the game first came out. Okay, we can just Ghost Ogre anyway. Yeah. GG's Toad. Yeah, that cross out was pretty brutal. But thanks for coming by. I super appreciate you, as always, as ever. Let's do, I'm going to do one last game here against Alnick, and I think after this one I'm going to call it. They should have an event where you can only play Yumi control mirrors. That sounds like a mirror that would... I mean, I guess I don't know enough about Yumi control. Is that a good mirror? I feel like that's one of those mirrors that would not be very good. But I have no idea what I'm even basing that off of. Mirror is actually very skillful. I can see that. I mean, a lot of mirrors are skillful. Yeah, totally. I can see that. Was I gonna say something about something? Oh yeah, Limit 1. I don't know, some people, it seems like, try to use Limit 1 as a, I don't like this unexpected die, I'm gonna Ash it. Yeah, some people tried to use Limit 1 as an example of, like, oh, you gotta ban Snake Eye Ash. Look how often they get their combos in Limit 1, without realizing that, like, well, yeah, they get their combos more often because all of your hand traps are at 1. But, it does speak to the consistency. That is valid. That it speaks to the consistency of modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Which is really the thing that, like, kind of shocked me how different it was than, again, even when Master Duel very first came out, right? Unpopular opinion, I like the Duelist Cup. Well, I like getting gem. Yeah, I mean, I like the aspect of not having to figure out, like, an event build to play. I understand where you're coming from with that. The first stage, I don't mind how they do it. I've never liked the second stage, ever. I've always thought it's been a pretty not great way to decide who gets to go to Worlds, personally. Yes, I do want to do this. Ghost Ogre. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna call by that. I hope there's not another hand trap later. Never play second stage. Yeah, no, I agree with you about the first stage. I think it's fine. I think it's more than fine the way they do it. Second stage is pretty gross, though. I don't like second stage at all. I just wish it was like a tournament, like every other format, but I digress. Let me activate Zamine. Look at this one. And draw. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Alright, I'm gonna make this before I continue playing. I just don't want to get nibbed. I should still be able to have lethal. I actually haven't mathed it out at all. But, nah, there's probably no way we don't get there. Hopefully. Probably hopefully. We already have the spell. I guess I'll get Wagon anyway. And then you... Alnick summons the macro. Helios. Helios, the primordial sun. I think Helios is actually a woman, right? I don't remember. Yeah, we'll just summon this one. Just in case things go south, we'll get this trap card, and then we'll make Da Peep. Is this enough damage? Yes. Yes, this will be enough. As long as Alnick doesn't have like a Mirror Force or something face down. No, oh, that's it. GG's, Alnick. Man, I feel like all of my losses today were so back and forth, but the wins were just not. Sorry about that, but thanks for coming by. I super appreciate you. All of y'all for coming by to Duel, and especially huge shout outs again to Tasha, Snan, Coop, and Bayed for getting up that viewer duel goals, and then also for, thank you as well for the bits from Skippy Goober. Also hugely appreciated. Thank you one and all for coming by today. Especially with Indy, YCS Indy going on today. I know a lot of people are probably watching that, so thanks everyone who stopped by all the same. Super appreciate you. Whomst is on? I'm just gonna say, I'm sure a lot of people are on right now. Who should we raid? Let's raid Eclipse. Okay. Getting ready to raid Eclipse, who is probably watching the YCS. I think she usually does that. But thanks again, everybody, for stopping by, and I will see you all next week, probably on Tuesday. Stream schedule will be out either tomorrow or Monday, probably Monday, but yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.